Hello and welcome everybody. I know all of our excited fans out there are dying for or to see all of this. Um, this is the Adventures Underground, Underwood Adventures. We're adventuring, and we're going to be doing some D&D. All right. Did everybody want to give yourselves a character rundown for the first episode?
Sure. We're playing Broxigar, who one of you may have played with before. He is a monk, but he acts like a barbarian. He's also a barbarian.
Fair enough. I am Baldur, the noble divine sorcerer, sent here on a mission from his father to gain experience and what have you.
And I am Varus Silveranth, sent to protect this measly noble, and I am a fighter, Eldritch Knight.
I'll be playing as Tornak, the retired soldier turned monster hunter. And I'm going to be playing as a fighter ranger.
I'm playing as Ventress, the serpent blood sorceress, who's on a quest to, a coming of age type thing for her tribe. That's fun.
And so the prophecy foretold that Palabar Knucklestamp would leave the monastery to join a group of adventurers in ridding the world of evil. And he will be a gnome monk.
And together, they're all here to experience the Sword Coast, expand in it, learn from it. We'll see. I don't know where they're going to go.
Do we?
Yeah, we're going to find out. So, on tonight's episode, you all have heard rumors, and if not, found the parchment itself of what you have found, or as a help wanted. The note basically states that all heroes are being welcomed to a new island that has now surfaced out west of Neverwinter. The island has not been seen previously, and it is being sent out by Theum Visanti. He is the one hiring for the so-called adventuring group or party that can or be willing to take that mission. So from whereabouts your characters come, they all would have to travel by the sea and eventually get to a couple hours out and onto this island. There, you guys dock your boats and make your way up to the middle of the island. It's almost barren. You see at this point supplies. It's very rough. It's almost, I would say, bare land for the most part. And that is when you come across mid 30s to 40s, grayish, white grayish hair, spectacles down to his nose, longer, elongated chin, skinny fella, and he is currently just currently writing on some boxes, and he's scribbling when he finally notices the lot of you have shown up I'm sure you guys have shown up at different times, but you'll finally meet up.
Step off the dock.
Yeah, you guys, this is within a couple hours of one person gets there, and then, no one's quite come to visit you yet, but then you eventually all kind of gather up, and then walk towards the middle. Hello. Come over here. And he sings to you guys.
All right. Tornak walks over. Would you be the one to talk to about Mr. Visanti?
That is me.
Oh, greetings.
Yes. How do you do?
Doing well. Didn't mind the boat travel too much. I got your flyer here.
Ah, yes. So, I
Who are
assume
we supposed to bring?
I
No.
brought mine.
The scribe.
you should have left them there for other adventures.
Oh, hells.
That's
Well,
good.
I
let's
I-
keep your documents out.
I dispersed many throughout the land, but it's okay.
Open the backpack full of them.
Oh.
Help wanted. I don't know. Take
Like
that.
I've brought many.
You brought all of them. Well, we'll have the Lord's Alliance set out more of them.
Are you expecting more people?
Actually, yes. We've had a few come through, but we've sent them on their other quests. Are you all here for the same job?
I think we are.
Might
We
as
all
well.
just happen to be here.
And we all have the bounty.
Well, it seems to be the case then. Well, if you wouldn't mind, I have many things to do, but let me see. He kind of reaches behind him. He has like big old brown leather satchel. Goes through a bunch of different papers. Finally, yes, the Baldur's Gate mission, correct?
Baldur's Gate. Yeah, that's what it says here.
Yep. Yep.
It is as the prophecy foretold.
Is it as the prophecy foretold?
Yes, it is.
See, I was wondering how to pronounce that. I got the gate part, but the other word was like.
Baldur's.
Perfect.
I'll recognize that one from now on.
Well, as it seems, 2 harbor workers are reported missing from the city. Their manpower was of use, but not lacking of. There are many workers there. That being said, not too many workers are able to go look for them. Their names, if you do get the chance, is Randall Sorsic and Benny Kovark. Both of them, from what we are described to as both male humans, looks like they were, it kind of ruffles through a little bit more, mid-30s. Randall was known as, he had a scar on his lip, and he is also bald, while Benny has small hands and also
Sound
has
like that,
long
huh?
brown hair.
I'm only writing down small hands.
Now I know, yes, this is not much to go on, but this is what was given to us from those who know them. They're, well, like I said, they're harbor workers, and
They must be good friends.
the city guard, well, they were told about the problem, but no one has taken up action.
What exactly is the problem out there besides missing persons?
Well, Baldur's Gate's home to many problems, and, well, we're here to fix them one by one. And not just Baldur's Gate, by the way. If no one has mentioned this adventuring party should be, well, it's for all of the Sword Coast. We are here as much as it is representatives of the Lord's Alliance.
I'm familiar.
Well, if you are familiar, there should be more support here than that. They are a large foundation, and he looks around. It's just me.
Just you.
They are operating on faith, but I have faith that we can bring this together and make this this coast safe again.
Is there a contract on this matter?
The contracts are
Fine
open.
print.
If you do not take them, another, I'm sure, adventuring party will.
Well, I am in need of funds for another ship.
Yes, and speaking of which, the funds included for this were 2,000 gold.
Someone's paying 2,000 gold for 2 measly lives.
Well, this, like I said, is being... We're not directly funded with the Lord's Alliance, but
Okay.
it's 2,000 gold to solve, because
This may lead to a bigger problem, right?
we have,
These men have disappeared entirely.
yes, they're not dead. They've disappeared.
Do we still get the money if they happen to come up dead?
If you find them, there will be some reward.
Palabar Knucklestamp would like to know if part of this bounty would be given before as a down payment upon delivery.
I like
Unfortunately,
As some
not.
of us are in some need of funds before we begin.
As much as I would love to help you, friend, there are many travelers that come through here. And like I said, you're not the first ones to show up today, and if I gave everybody half the gold,
Everyone would
they would bounce on us.
But you
That's
do not
why we
realize
do.
we are the ones that the prophecy foretold that would come and rescue these individuals.
Make a persuasion check.
Two.
It's like I said. As much as your prophecy, if your prophecy is foretold, you should be just fine.
Well, we do seem to be a sturdy bunch, so by Lord's will, it will be done.
That's what I like to hear. All right. Well, and he he sticks his hand out with the basically the bounty for the quest.
I'll take that.
There you are. And yes, if you do have any problems, feel free to contact me. And he reaches in, hands you a small bead. With this, it can cast what the mages cast as sending.
I see.
So it would be a sending stone.
I'm gonna place that safely in my pouch.
Yep.
And I'm gonna add it to my inventory. Sending stone, huh?
That should allow you to contact me if there are any problems.
Connected to specifically you.
Correct. Was there any other questions?
When will it be leaving?
Well, as soon as you're ready. And he kind of gestures back. Towards the center there, we have a teleportation circle. Should lead right to Baldur's. You should come out right into, if I'm not mistaken, the Commerce Bay. Should be directly in the center of the docking port. From there, you can head into the lower city. Should lead into the west docks.
Will there be anyone waiting for us?
No, I will be your only point of contact. We do wish to grow the organization out further, but right now, I'm your only contact for this. I'm also the only payout for this.
Then we'll be sure to get back in touch with you. Anything you can tell us briefly about Baldur's Gate and its condition right now?
Baldur's? Well, let's just say it's a very busy city, and as long as you are prepared for it, you'll be ready.
An occupied city?
It's very occupied.
All right.
The docks specifically, you'll see many people moving about. Just try not to get in their way.
Alrighty. Well,
Are you alright?
I've just never been teleported before.
Well,
you get used to it.
would you prefer to travel by boat? It's
Uh,
about a couple days sail from here.
yeah.
No, we don't have that kind of time. I'm just,
And the ride here was jarring enough as it was on boat. I prefer the teleportation.
I
the
enjoy
sea is a
sailing.
much smoother ride than being ripped apart.
And it says the seaman.
Is it safe
When I left my tribe, I
in
spent
these
a lot of
cities?
time
I have,
on the ocean.
Palabar has not been in very large cities. Mostly I've grown.
Is Baldur's Gate safe?
Baldur's-
No, stay near us.
Is
You'll
it
be
a
fine. About right.
It's one of the major cities.
It's
along the
relatively
coast.
safe.
It's not safe, of course.
Don't cause trouble.
I'm trying to think like, I guess that's true.
Well,
If you mind to your own business too much, you should be alright.
And where are we heading from the teleportation circle once we...
You will arrive in Commerce Bay. It should be the west side of the docks. It's a small island that is roughly few hundred yards from the port, but it does dock directly with it.
Well,
I've got the contract. Do you lot seem like you're ready to go?
yes.
Mark holds his hood up over his head, grips his staff.
Will be great.
I don't know what this teleportation circle is, but I think it's safe.
Oh, my friend, if that's the worst thing that you were going to do today, you have bigger problems.
Well, why don't we travel to the teleportation site and get to know each other a little bit more along the way as a team?
And remember, you can contact me on that stone.
We will once the mission's done, preferably. But if we need some help,
He never
we'll
looks at you
let
guys
you know,
for
Mr. Vasanti.
We're wearing the same
Would be
colors.
great. And if you all are not back within a week's time, I will leave the quest up for someone
He
else.
seems nervous.
That's understandable.
It's only, it's only business.
It's only the way the Lord's Lance operates.
I would freak about it.
Oh, the tiles.
We just have suspicions.
Let's set out.
Let's head out.
All right.
All right. You guys walk up towards the center, and it almost just looks like the flat part of a rock. But it does have, with a bunch of the different supplies, boxes, bags, it looks like they set him up, but he's just there on his own right now.
Doesn't even have any like shelter right now.
There's a little tent up, yeah, nothing crazy. And it looks like, you guess he's probably been there for like 4 or 5 days. Like, not long. But yeah, you see etched into it with like almost chalkish designs and a little bit of, magical essence. You're not sure quite what it is, but maybe it's magical chalk, you don't know. As soon as one of your feet touch it, it glows.
So that's not my foot. That's someone else's.
Yeah, this
Did
looks
you
like.
Did you make this?
Did I make it? Yes.
Before we walk up, I say it loud enough so you can hear. One time I knew this guy who got teleported, and he ended up getting teleported halfway into a wall, and he died. It went
Careful
wrong.
with
It put him. Yep, he lost his arm.
I walk straight through.
And then I just go.
You walk right into the center, and it begins to hum. And are you all going in, or?
It's starting up. Let's all step into the
I
center
would all
here.
again.
All right.
It can do all of you at once.
You seem pretty trustworthy.
I know you've only met me,
Yeah.
but you have great faith.
So I'll go in sideways at last.
Fair enough.
I'll
All
walk
right.
towards the center and hold my gear, my hat tightly to myself.
And I hope to see you return. And he kind of like pushes his glasses up a little bit, and then he you see him start to raise his hand, and you see
I grab your hand.
a green flash, and it's almost like a tube that you guys are going through. It just like different green matter is just passing by you, and then within almost an instant, you all kind of come out, catch your breath.
Are you guys still holding hands?
Yeah, we're gonna get more familiar before we keep this up.
Are you like gripping it?
It was a pretty like firm grip, but like I let go once.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Nothing
Well,
finely crafted
and then
teleportation.
Looking around,
Right now, you see you're in a stone building. It looks like it has another layer to it. There's a doorway that's just open, no door, and it looks like this is just like a chamber for anyone who really has the
an antechamber.
teleportation circle. You see 2 guards just kind of standing post outside, and you can see out and about through the open door a very busy, bustling.
So it's like directly outside.
Yeah, there's this island, and then you guys are almost in like a towered chamber.
Or is it like town square?
Here? Right? No.
We're just in an antechamber.
Where?
All right. Before we head out, why don't we go over this contract and get to know each other just a little bit better? Because I'll be honest, I kind of slipped up on 2 or 3 of your names. I pulled the contract out.
Well, you'll be glad to know that I am Valkyria, noble of the Cromdelia bloodline, and I will be giving your support.
Noble, huh? You been to Baldur's Gate before? Travel much?
Diplomatic mission once, about a couple decades ago.
All right, well, maybe we can count on you to get us around the city. You were traveling with him.
Varus Silveranth, his mentor,
Varys.
Varys Silveranth.
Sir Silveranth.
Yes. His mentor, and yeah, that's about it. And then you also see behind me, there's 3 young humans.
Oh, I didn't
I
even
never remember their names.
I didn't even know that entourage was coming with us.
Yes, there are. They do shopping and scribe, repair stuff for us.
Wow, you're quite the noble pair. Varys and Balk. All right.
Roxy.
You
Or
seem
just Rox.
burly type, huh?
Well, I have cracked a few skulls and mugs against skulls.
Well, we get some time. I'd like to crack a mug with you here in this place.
I don't know if I trust this place. We need to find a tavern to beat up. That's the best way to get to know an area.
Missy,
Ventress.
you said you're on some kind of personal mission?
Mm-hmm. You got a kind of a tried plan thing. Once you reach a certain age, you're supposed to go out and prove yourself, come home with something, you know, worthwhile, knowledge or cool trophies.
I've never met any of the Serpent Bloods before. We're going to have to talk more later.
Mm-hmm.
And you, short, tough one.
Upon hearing the names and stuff, Palabar realizes you are the group that was prophesized to help Palabar fulfill the prophecy.
Makes sense.
Wow, I've never been part of a prophecy before.
See, I read a prophecy or 2 at the sanctuary. That doesn't sound anything like a prophecy. There's no specific names.
Are prophecies ever specific?
No, that's what I'm saying.
But this prophecy will fulfill itself and unveil itself when the time is right.
Where is this written?
This is all above thy knowledge level.
Okay. I mean, you're probably technically true.
Well,
All right, all. And again, I'm Tornak. And I actually have some connections with the Lord's Alliance that Mr. Vasanti was referring to before. So if anything does go awry, I'm hoping we can use some contacts to get in easy touch with either them or him without the sending stone, if we need it. But that's all in my past. I do monster hunting and bounty work now.
What kind of monsters?
I haven't been sticking to small stuff lately, though I do have a bit of a curiosity for the aberrant variety.
What's the
Like
coolest
mice?
thing you've ever killed?
Coolest thing I've ever killed?
Or hunted? Do you not kill them?
I try not to kill them.
That's noble.
Worst thing I ever came face to face with was something called a little death kiss.
Never heard of one.
You should never have to. They're akin to, oh man, I have to do some more reading, but Beholder is the name that goes around. I haven't done much research, but the thing I faced was ugly and powerful.
did you kill it?
I did have to kill that one.
You're supposed to expect me to believe you face a beholder.
Not a big one, tiny one.
Baby.
With
Baby
an
beholder.
eyeball.
It wasn't just an eyeball. It had tentacles.
Just an eyeball with teeth.
Eyeball connected to a squid. Obviously.
He knows. Familiar with these types, huh?
Are you a vegetarian?
Hell no.
Okay, good.
Do you eat
Respect
the
that.
things you do have to kill?
I try not to eat monsters. Not saying I haven't tried.
Very stiff meat.
Gamey.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at this contract here and see what we're in for, huh?
As you guys
fill
are
it to you all.
kind of like coming back and coming out of the chamber itself, you hear the guards, "Folks, What's your business here? What business do you have
Show
in
the
Baldur's
contract.
Gate?
I do pull out the contract. We're sent here by Sir Visanti of the Lord's Alliance, here to on contract to Baldur's Gate to seek out a couple of what were those boys?
Missing
Randall.
people named Randall Sorsick and Benny Kriveric.
And I do present them the contract.
He looks back at the other guy, takes it out of your hand, shows it to the other one. Seems good enough. Stay out of trouble. Hands it back to you. We don't need any more of that around here.
Anymore. Running thick at the moment.
We just got a lot on our hands and we don't need to be spread any thinner.
Guard, would you mind telling me? It's been a couple decades since I've last been here. How much has changed?
With Baldur's in the last decade? Well, the entire east side of the dock has been completely remodeled. Like that completely has changed the entire game. We were only able to dock, what, 2, maybe 3 ships? Now we can fit, what is that? Almost 9, 10 ships in.
A lot more commerce size.
Yes. As far as the higher district, not much but the merchants. They grow richer every day. It almost upsets the wealthy families around here. Indeed. But we best be on our way. Keep the antechamber clear. Let's move on.
Okay. As we're walking outside, I'll ask the guards. Have you heard anything of these missing people?
Not specifically, no. Who were they missing?
I'll say their names again. Randall and Benny. Randall's a balding man. He has a scar on his lip.
Benny has small hands.
You know what that means.
Impressive shoe size, for sure. No, can't say I've heard of any of those specifically, but there's a lot of people that come through, and this is it's a trading post around here. There's people in and out all day. But if you said they worked here, they should be able to ask around, and possibly one of the dock hands might know.
So group up. You guys want to split up, or just?
Why don't we all head to the docks and see what this is about? So taking a look at the contract, what specifically does it say? Is it out for these two folk, or?
It is specifically out for these two folk.
Okay, so it is missing persons.
They are missing persons. Yes.
Alright.
Yes, so you all head down the bridge. It's like a couple-minute walk. But eventually you get to the eastern, or the western side of the dock. You see, again, there's 2 separate docks that dock about 3 to 6 ships at any one time. Which you can see, like, it's right off the right side of that, the walkway from the antechamber. You arrive at the west side, busy. To your left, you do see anywhere from fish markets to looks to be just general goods, residential homes. It is also, like, temperature-wise, as you guys are, you will notice obviously walking across the bridgeway. It's very foggy here. Like, not too dense that you can't see, but it's dense enough that you can't see further into the lower city. like you see about like the first row maybe of like buildings, and that's it. And you do see though all these little lantern flames moving about all throughout the different ports.
It's a muggy town. Was it like this last time you were here?
Not besides the normal sea fog. Though to be fair, I didn't go much on the streets.
Yeah.
Kept within the noble houses. Retainers, you sell the market back there. I'll give them 5 gold so they can go restock on supplies.
Alright. What are they specifically looking for?
Rations.
Okay. I give you a salute. Sir, yes, sir.
I think I should talk to the dock workers. I know these guys. I don't know these guys personally, but I know dock workers. I know C. I'll see what I can get with
All right. Yeah, let's go down to their last place of employment and see if they had anybody close to them at the docks that can give us some more information.
Alright.
and I'll just find someone working, and then I'll start helping him out immediately.
Make a perception check.
I saw that one happening.
I think it was like 17-3, so that would be 7 total.
7 total.
Now, it's my experience with 0 missing persons cases. They start with those who are closest to the victims.
Yeah, you make your
Research
way
that?
around.
Nope.
It takes you a bit
That's
to
a guess.
actually get a hold of somebody. You keep trying to like, hey, what? And you just kind of
Brush them off.
Yeah, they're like, and yeah, you're like, oh, hey, nope. Like, gotta keep working. Like, as they're rolling shit onto ships and moving about.
Hell.
But eventually, you do come upon the dock master.
Okay.
And he's a scruff of a man. He's got withered old white beard, suntanned skin, like probably
He has spent many days. on
probably
this
got
dock.
skin cancer.
Yeah.
Balding almost all the way around the sides. Can I help you?
I believe we're looking for 2 of your workers. A man named Rainbow and Benny.
Right. The 2 slackers, of course. Well,
Slackers.
yes, keep that in the books because they can't work a goddamn day over their lives. Okay? Anyways, it is hard to find manual labor around here, as most people, well, they don't want that kind of work. It's hard work.
I love that work.
I know, right? I used to have it myself, but these skin and bones can't hold anything anymore, so I gotta be down to the books.
Sorry, old timer.
Well,
Sometime I'll take you out on a sea.
that would be nice. I do occasionally make it out so, but...
Once I get my shit back.
Ooh, have a ship.
I had a shit.
Tell you what, next time you earn here, I'll give you a discount on your docking fees.
Well, hell, I'd appreciate it.
Anything for a fellow sailor.
I'll keep that down as well.
Write that one in the books.
What's
But,
your name,
Well,
sailor?
of course that will be Scrappy Old Sailor Joe.
Scrappy old Sailor Joe.
That's what my friends call me.
How do you spell sailor?
S-E-Y Lur.
Yeah.
Scrappy old sailor Joe. Okay.
Right.
Hell of a name.
Anyways, Randall and Benny. Those 2 knuckleheads are just a pain sometimes, but they are hard at work, and they do good work. Now, I'm glad to see y'all are actually around here and actually able to help me. Because, well, I sent this problem in months ago, and we haven't seen them since.
Oh, you're the contractee?
Yes.
And I pull up the contract itself.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah.
Well, it's about time them Lord Alliance fellers finally got through.
Agents of the Lord's Alliance right here. Ready to
Well.
help you.
So these men have been missing for months.
Yeah, that doesn't bode too well.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
Anything,
I mean, I sent it in, like, afterwards, you know?
yeah,
but-
sure, but
Where I'm from,
Man.
if you're gone for that long, you're usually dead.
Well,
That's-
we were kind of getting that all up until the other day. So it was actually old Tim over there that was the one who saw him, but he said that he seen old Randall over there by the Gray Hand smithing. And I don't know about you, but it doesn't sit right. That was about a week ago. And since then, they said they've also been missing supplies all around the town. And I think those two are up to no good.
Shady.
so we have a sighting of them within the last week. Well, that is optimistic.
Well, according to Tim, though, as soon as he went over there to go check out and see if it, because it looked like Randall. He's hard to miss with that there, that scar on his lip. And he, like, by the time I went over there, he was gone. So, I don't think this is a closed case yet.
No, that's what this sounds like.
Do Randall and Benny have any close friends that they hang out with often around the docks here? Local boys?
They were friends themselves. But I will say, though, of the missing people, though, Randall was the one who got lost first. But it was only shortly after that Benny stopped showing up, too.
Do Randall and Benny have any family in town?
No, not around here. Most folk don't have family around here, unless they grew up here.
What was the name of that smith?
Gray Hand Smithing. They do most of the smithing for the boats and repairs around here.
Well, it seems your trail isn't as cold as we thought.
While everybody was discussing and talking with St. Joe, Palabar was is there anybody else that is like stopping their work and stuff, trying to get in closer to kind of hear what is being said?
Make a perception check.
20.
20? With that, yeah, you see Tim himself when one gets pointed out, and then he's slowly been kind of putting stuff, like, he definitely has slowed his pace since you guys have started talking to him. But nobody else in the immediate vicinity seems to be, everybody else seems to be going at their own pace.
Well, Brock Cigar, why don't you take it up with this Tim fellow and we go discuss with the Smith about what he's seen of Randall recently.
Okay.
I don't imagine, actually, Tim only said he saw him. Maybe we should all just go check with the Smith.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what the next step is.
I'm not sure how much Tim, I mean, he told me everything he knows.
Yeah, just saw Randall and then he skedaddled.
Yeah, he tried to go after him, but yeah.
Smith it is.
Yeah, well, you,
Can you point us in the direction?
yeah, just getting to that. It's right over there, and he points a little bit more north. It's towards the, I'd say, center of, like, the docks. Right about there, you're going to see a hand on the outside of the sign, and obviously it's going to be gray. It's going to be a big palm sticking up with a hammer right in the middle of it.
Those are easy signs. You can recognize those.
Well, I hope so.
Hard like words. And as they're going, Palabar will kind of edge his way toward the back of the group and attempt to, because they're still following everything around too.
It's so there is foggy, but it's not like you only have 10
Super-
feet of.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, he's basically just gonna try and
It's muggy.
kind of
I'd say.
stealthily move along, make sure, check and see if anybody's like following behind us or along the way while we're going there, like they're going out of their way to see where we're going to.
Okay, are you guys headed there? Have you?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. See you later.
See you around, Scrappy.
Bye, Scrappy.
and now make a perception check.
We didn't see nothing at 6.
6.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, everybody's at work. Yeah. You kind of look around. You almost like bump into another guy.
No, okay.
Yeah, get out of the way.
Split jaw thing. So like, it's all weird.
Yeah.
So yep, so you're just going to continue on
Sometimes it's
along behind him, then keeping an eye out for anything coming up behind us, or
All right.
anything out of the ordinary.
You eventually make your way. Takes another 10 minutes or so. By the point, it's probably about like noon, 1-ish, just for time reference.
So basically got here.
Yeah. You guys sailed out, I'd say early morning, to the dock, or the island.
Is there any time dilation to the teleport?
Would you know about that kind of thing?
Make an intelligence check.
I feel that would depend
All
on
right.
how far we were. Like, we were on one side of the world, and we
Some gravitational
Natural.
shit.
So 0.
For all you know, there could have been. You can still see the sun.
So y'all see the Brax girl look at the sun?
Nah. What were you asking, Hannah?
Oh, I wasn't asking. I was just saying, if like we were on one side of the world and we got teleported to the other, like, is it nighttime over here and daytime? And we're like, what?
Not that bad. But yes, you make your way over to Grey Handsmith, and again, you see big old sign sticking out the door. It's very, very apparent. It even says Grey Hands under it.
Yeah, words.
Inwards.
Can you read?
Yes.
Obviously.
We'll see that.
Some words are just harder than others, alright?
You,
fair.
you open up the door and come in, and immediately you're hit with
Like Baldur. How
hot,
do you say that?
smoky air. As you can tell, this room is not properly ventilated for all this smithing. And it's just like piping out of the door. And you hear,
It was like home.
all right, get those metals moving. Let's go. We got to get these shipments done. God, I don't have time for this today. And then he looks over at the door. Can I help you?
Why do you take those ones from me?
Greetings, we're representatives of the Lord's Alliance. If we could just have a moment of your time, sir.
Yeah. Can you not drop that? Make sure that gets into the stash, okay?
We're investigating a missing persons case. We're
Yeah.
looking for two dock workers, Randall and Benny. It was said they were seen here within the last week. Could you tell us anything about that?
All I gotta say is if it's tied to that so-called Randall person that I keep hearing about, and he's the one responsible for all my missing material, and he points over and you see like a bunch of different guys, like they almost have like bins of like different scrap metal that they're now putting into like a locker room. Damn scrap keeps getting lost, and we need that scrap to finish up these boats out here.
You have depths?
Yeah, all over the town.
And
We
you?
got mine especially. Any sort of metal or scrap, whatever, is gone.
And when did that start?
About a couple weeks ago.
Does it happen during the night or pretty much
If I
any
knew
time?
that, I would be staking them out, wouldn't I?
Fair enough.
Come on now. I ain't got time for this.
Did Randall speak to you when he came by the
I
other week?
never spoke to this Randall.
He was just seen around here?
I was told that there was a suspicious person, and we talked to them dock workers about it.
Oh, I see. Any,
And
who
if
was the
I
one who
find
reported the suspicious activity to you? Was it one of your own workers?
I was told in the next day that a suspicious character was found outside my smith. That happened to be 2 after I was missing materials. But that wasn't the first time I was missing materials. I've been missing different times throughout the week. Now we got them locked up. We didn't think it was a problem. At first, it was only little bits. But now, I mean, since the last time, we haven't seen it in about 2 weeks.
Now you're getting bold thievery? More and more stolen?
Well, yeah, and that was up until we saw that figure, but they didn't get away with anything.
Can you show us a place where your scrap was being held previously before you decided to lock it up?
Of course. And
What types of scrap would that be? Is it just big lumps of scrap, or would there be like any gears and springs and things, or just
not so much.
raw product?
Yeah, we refine it here as well. So much needed raw product, as well as broken down metals that we can find and reuse. But yeah,
Let's go see those storage areas.
and the motions over you, and you see where previously multiple like boxes had been set for just like crates of different metal, but are now basically empty. They were inside the shop, but the shop itself basically what is it? They're up against the corner, about 3 or 4 crates worth. Not gone, but that's what they were, and you saw those guys like moving bits of those into a storage locker. That doesn't necessarily seem like that's where. Actually, make a perception check.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I want to look at the, see if I can perceive the area around here. Perception is 21.
21. Yeah. So you see, even off the glimpse of your eye too, that room too is where they keep like a couple like you see some shiny gems and more valuable.
In the locker space that they're moving to.
Right. Yeah.
And then, as far as this storage area that the stuff was previously being kept, when I look around, does it have like easy access to this spot to come and go?
Pretty easy access. Yeah.
Somebody was stealing from this spot before
Right.
he decided to move it all.
Never really had a problem with thieves and scrap metal
Until these coming weeks.
until now.
Consider me cynical as hell, but I imagine it's really hard to steal a box of metal.
Again, what we thought.
Good point.
So this man is doing it somehow.
Somebody is doing it somehow, but I guess our suspect
Is a man.
so maybe our man.
Holding, maybe?
Do you know what other types of materials have been stolen around the town?
Mostly just food, from what I understand.
Mhm.
Hit him up.
I've heard little things here and there, but
You familiar with the person that handles the food storage that's been stolen from? What is
No.
their name?
not anyone in particular. There's a few different Ann's Bakery up the street. What was it?
Do they have pretzels?
I'm not sure what a pretzel is.
Proxygon. The man on the hunt for pretzels.
They have Twinkies.
Anyway, definitely.
But just even common residential areas, like missing food. From what I'm told, like little things.
Trinkets.
No trinkets. No family heirlooms or
No money.
not that I'm aware of.
Can I take about like 5 minutes while you guys, if you have to do any other investigating? I want to investigate the room to see if I can spot any signs of either forced entry or suspicious, like,
Yeah.
any-
Investigation check.
And I'll go around the outside of the
That's
Also
fine.
doing one?
Yeah,
So make an investigation check.
that's an 11.
11.
Mostly just checking out the ground.
Jesus.
So that'd be 12.
12.
Wow.
You guys almost kind of like start on different ends and work your way around on the inside. But you do come to a window near, not quite the same wall, adjacent wall, that looks like it may have some scratches on the outside of it and on the inside of it.
So I will knock on
Like
that
the
window.
inside of the panel. And you kind of like get this, and then like Broxigar is kind of like, and you both like meet in the window.
Happy.
So I found scratches on my side.
Yeah.
Is there scratches on this side as well?
Just on the inner, like, panel. Like, you see them on the inside, but, like, they disappear after that.
Someone try and, like, pop this window out, because...
I'm not quite sure.
Sir Smith, you usually open this window to get air in here, for circulation.
We do open it, but we close it at night.
Do you now? And any reason this window would be does this window stick or nothing?
He goes over and I see your friend here.
Is it locked?
It does lock.
It does lock. And you lock it at night.
Correct.
Do you lock it personally, or do one of your assistants?
I have someone else do it myself. Or I go home. I'm not here all day. Although I fucking should be. As
Well-
like a few people, ting, 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 start hitting a little bit faster.
I think we might do a bit more investigating on the outside here now that we have a bit of a lead. Just before we go, though, what kind of wares do you sell here besides the scrap to the dockyard? Do you do repairs or
I
weapons
do
or armor?
mostly ship repairs, but I do have
I see.
I have other means, but mostly ship repairs.
Alright. Well, yeah, it's probably handy for you. Whenever you get that boat, you have a boat? Was that what
Had
you're
a
talking
boat.
about? Have
Getting
one.
a boat.
Yeah. Well,
More power to you.
Yeah.
Well, it seems that this missing person might actually be stealing materials.
that
Yeah,
might
it's
be
getting
Or be
considerably more
involved in it.
complicated than
Me
I
and
thought.
Varus will go and try to find a local guard post and speak to them. Perhaps you can search on another lead.
Yeah, we might check out those food places that have been robbed recently. We're also going to check out the other side of this window and see what we can find outside.
Yeah, I was about to ask. I'm not so hot of a tracker. That'll be on you.
So,
We did,
Well, that was both your investigation. So that's what you guys got out of the investigation.
did Baldur
so
hear
there's
them
nothing
talking
like-
about the
There's nothing.
scratches?
Well, go ahead.
Oh no, I just did Baldur hear them talking about the scratches and stuff on the windows?
You make an investigation. Let's see if you do
Where
anything.
shall we meet?
where indeed? I'm not
No.
familiar with all this.
Nope.
He's
Spot
going
that
to,
he
he's still
recommend?
focused
You can
on
meet back at the
finding,
common
figuring out if
area.
there's any,
In
what
the
type of,
anti-chamber.
it's all metal in here and he's a
Common
so
sense.
that's why he was asking about the
Mm.
gears and things, and that's what he's more interested in right now than what they're doing.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. So you're asking.
Yeah. I'm asked, like, it would have... Did you say when the last thievery happened?
A week ago. That's what you heard
But
from
a
the
week ago.
dockmaster.
So a week ago, there's no way these tracks would be visible at all.
Probably not.
So yeah, there's no chance of me, like, looking at the ground or anything with somebody.
You can try.
I could give it my best. Perception or investigation?
Investigation.
Rough with these investigations, man. 7.
7. Yeah, you're looking at the dirt and
Oh, Brock Cigar, come on. You're contaminating evidence now at this point. Might want to just leave the tracking to me.
You do
Yeah.
see me, like, sucking on dirt.
you look down and you're like,
Try.
you're like,
Ripping dirt off your hands.
there's a boot print right here, but it's one of your guys' boot prints.
Oh yeah, are we on the outside of the building now? Look, so I'm not going to look at the ground, but it's casing out the area directly outside of the window. Does it look like there are any routes that would be most easily accessible for somebody trying to make a quick getaway of any kind?
I mean, there's like right off the bat, there's residential homes that lead. There are alleyways behind them, and then there's another set of houses behind that, and it's like
A lot of
Yeah.
places to get away to and hiding.
like the way that you can imagine how Tim saw this suspect was he was coming from kind of where you guys came in from the docks, and like there's the entrance there, and he saw like the window you guys are looking at's over here. He saw a figure, and then but
So-
yeah,
The Smith was north.
and you ran east. Well, you would, yeah, you would think that the quickest path you would think would be northeast. Oh, at least in the direction that you heard where he was headed.
But the window's on the east side.
Right. There is a window on the east side. That's the one you guys
one
saw,
that we
yeah.
Shit.
So to the bakery then?
To the bakery.
And the bakery.
Alright. So you head over to Ann's and...
And that's just going to be Bruxigar, myself, Ventress, and Palabar.
Okay.
We're going to the garden post, or find the garden post of
Okay.
some sort.
Which one do you want to do first?
You guys take it away.
Alright. So you guys head over to... You're looking for a guard post or guards?
Either, whatever comes first.
Okay, guards would come first. So, and they're...
I got 10 gold.
I wouldn't say
I'll send
there's
all
a
of it.
litter of them, but you find one at almost every port. Yes, can I help you?
We are on a missing persons case, and it's come to my... We've become aware that we may be involved in the stealings going on around town. We'd like to know more if you have such information, or if you have a superior that we can speak to.
I mean, we do have a superior, but what we have on the table is on the table. I do know... Well, do you think they would? Cat turns up the other end.
You know, I don't think that they would, but I mean, you could give it a shot.
And he kind of turns back and he's like, well, I mean, you could try in the fisherman's slums. There's a lot of people that hang out there that are pretty shady. But, I mean, that's all I got.
And in terms of the stealings, what has been reported so far?
So far, just the metals and foods. Little things such as some linen, some... What was it? Do you remember what the whole list was again? It's been weeks. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was just small things. The main thing was scrap metal, if I think from the Greyhands, and just random food. I know Ann's Bakery was a big one. Really any residential home within the front of the lower district, really.
Is there any centralized location, like if you're on a map, there'd be like a for all these robberies and robberies?
They're pretty spread out, but they do tend to stick to the the lower city itself. They have not taken anything from that. They don't get past the gate. But yeah, really anything in the lower city, it's all been random. Like I said, residential homes and whatnot. Just random hit and runs is what we thought at first. But it also could be that and the missing metal. There could be two completely different things here. We're not sure. We know there's beggars around here that would definitely steal food.
And between you and me, how is local morale been? Any particular unrest?
Local morale around here is always pretty low. It's hard work, gray days, and I mean, for the most part, you have to have a lantern to even see anything even in this town. So it's people come here for the trade.
I see. Thank you.
Of course.
To the fishermen.
Yes. All right. Where you guys are going to the slums?
Yes, the fishermen slums.
Okay. So you guys are headed there. We'll go over to you guys.
5 minutes in. On this camera.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm only like an hour in.
That one's got 20. That one.
17.
That's why they only have an hour.
It displayed 2 hours when we started.
Should we pause it? and
No,
the
we'll do.
cameras?
What is it? What's that one? 5 minutes?
Yeah.
All right.
Probably better to be safe.
And we're to Ann's Bakery, where yeah, you guys are met with
big old sign out front, to just big old loaf, and then it actually, yeah, it's a loaf, but it's in a smile, and it has 2 muffins. Really weird.
All right, Sweet Tooth. Why don't you take the contract inside and inquire to the owners as to their problems? I'm gonna take a look around outside and see if I can spot any more signs of forced entry and robbery.
Okay.
Take the snake and the short one with you too.
Never been to a bakery before, so my tongue's like flicking out, like smelling everything,
You went around
getting like uncomfortably close to food because it smells good.
Yeah, you guys, yeah.
Take the contract for him and enter.
Yeah, there's a little ding, 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 ding.
Wait, hello?
Who's coming in?
Well, my name is Mark Cigar. This is Baldur and
Ventress.
Ventress.
Oh, those are really interesting names.
Yeah. You can call us Orc, Gnome, and Snake.
Walk, gnome, and snake. Well, are you in for some delights today?
Do you have any pretzels?
Bob my head.
You know what? It's been a while, but I can bake some up real quick.
Aw.
And you see, yeah, this lady, like big old glasses, tied back gray hair. She's got, she's
so
like standing
3
at about,
pretzels and then 2 pretzels.
she's standing at about like,
Okay.
she's like 4'6".
So I'll take 5 pretzels.
5 pretzels. All right. Are you guys gonna be around for the next hour?
Well, I actually wanted to ask you some questions, and I will be back for those pretzels if that's too long. There's some talk about some thievery.
She starts
in town.
like pouring some flour in and starts like, some what now?
Some thievery, some theft.
You're gonna have to speak up, Shani.
Someone's been stealing your shit.
Oh, right. All right. Yes, somebody's been stealing all my baked goods.
Oh.
I wake up every morning and bake them fresh.
That's great. What kind of things have been stolen?
What kind of things have I been bowling?
What have they been stealing from you?
Oh, stealing. Oh, okay. Well, from what I can remember, it's been all my muffins and basically anything out of the front display. That's my sweets, my cinnamon rolls,
Do you know how they've been getting into your house?
getting into my house. Well, I was hoping through the front door, but you know,
I'll look. Is there a lock on the front door?
there's a lock.
Her house is just always open.
Is this her front door? Is this both her house and her workplace of work, or is it just?
Are you asking, or are you?
I mean, yeah, I'll ask her.
Do you live and work here?
Oh yeah, I live upstairs.
And there's, she's the only person working.
Neville muffin.
She's the only one you see.
When you catch the thief that way.
Like,
You have to notice it within 10 minutes though.
come on, numbers. Fuck me. 11.
11. You
Yeah.
don't hear anything else.
Well, I'm a sorcerer.
We're kind of making her bad at
I just do
And I
it.
see she's like behind the counter.
Yep. And there's like, not so much. It's almost just like a front counter. There's a stairs that goes up like literally to the left of that, and then straight up. And then there's a little like you can check out some more goods, and there's like a basket of rolls that are sticking out a bit, about like 2 foot long ones.
My friend's already looking outside. Do you mind if I look around your house?
It should be fine.
To that
I
end,
got through.
so her
Because I was listening here.
her
They
shop
didn't give me these 2 ears for nothing.
on the outside, her shop, is it connected to any buildings or is it a standalone shop?
It's a standalone 2-story.
Okay. So I'll start by just checking out the front, seeing if there's been any signs of forced entry on her front door. Or
Investigation check.
11!
Again?
I don't do good city work. I'm supposed to be out in the woods doing this kind of thing. Like, things with big hooves and paw pads. Fucking humans getting shit.
You check around for a while. It throws you off a little bit. The smell itself is super good. Like you just kind of get drawn inside.
Oh, man, I'm going to get me a muffin, but
Yeah, and you see everybody else like. She's like, you see her like handing like muffins to everybody on the inside, and
We get like samples.
and it's
Your sad face just outside, pressed up against the glass.
it's
Fog.
right as you're looking into it, like you see your breath on there, and it like almost gives away. You see what looks to be a handprint, and then those similar scratches right below the.
what in the? Investigate the sill of her display case.
Well, this is on the outside.
Right, and the outside display.
I think
Of the
there's an
window
outside
seal.
display.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, then those scratches are directly below the windowsill on the display case on the outside.
Like very similar to what you'd seen before.
Does the pane look like tampered? Like, can it be removed?
No, it doesn't look like it.
And it doesn't look like it's been cracked or anything recently. No sign of damage on the window pane.
Can you
Other
open it
than
from the
the-
outside?
Huh?
Can you open it from the outside?
Does it look like there's any spot to open the display from the
Try
outside?
to open it. It's currently locked.
Oh, so there is a lock on the display on the outside.
Oh no, it's on the inside.
So, okay.
The lock's on the inside.
On the outside.
Woo! Case solved.
Yeah, how big are the scratches?
They look like
Like
No.
like bow spacing or like
very, very thin scratch marks. Like it took you being that close to notice them.
Like something to do with the dagger.
Like yeah,
I do hold my dagger out and I'm like,
you kind of like do that. It's similar.
Hmm.
It's a similar size.
I'm gonna go look around the backside too. You guys see me disappear on the backside of the building.
And there's one for you, and one for you, and one for you.
Have like an armful of samples now.
Now I really appreciate
Rude to
y'all
take more
coming in
than
here
one.
to help an old lady out like me.
Come in wearing different clothes.
Thank you.
Of course.
And
And
obviously a
Paul,
snake. I just
Paul
come in-
Bardick's one, he's gonna go over an area that she was saying they were taking them from out front. He's gonna go check out the
What was a
display
handprint
cases
on
and
the
stuff
window?
from where she was saying everything was disappearing on the
Do you want
inside.
the inside? Okay, make a list.
They're better. 17.
17. So, towards the inside, you also get to that same window panel after checking a few things, and notice that one, you kind of open it up, you see the scratchings as well, and then you see. Almost as if there's a dent in the floorboard, like right below the windowsill. Like just a bit of the wood is just like cracked in.
Maybe some kind of.
And you had to like, and it was like right now there was a one of the bins full of long bread or whatever. And you had to kind of like lift that up, and that's where you see the
Wow.
indent.
Or do some type of check to determine if it's some type of animal or what it was that made the scratches.
Make a survival check.
Oh. 22.
22. It looks like a boot. It looks like a heel of a boot.
Yeah, I call over on Roxanne, right? I mean, hey, I got some
Talking about the invitation.
info over here. It's a,
You asked about the scratches. And you said
yeah, no,
I'm
I
talking
mean,
about
oh.
the what he found was the floorboard is
Yeah, that indentation.
almost cracked in.
Now look, I can see over here where somebody's come through the window over here. Looks like a boot print, heavy boot print, cracking the floorboards.
People have just been sneaking through the window.
What'd you guys find over there?
Oh,
Hey, Granny, do you lock these windows at night?
I'm sorry, what now?
Are these windows locked all the time? Pointing to the window and then like making a key motion.
Oh, the window.
Like looking
Yeah,
between them.
of course. I mean, I try. It should be.
Maybe.
I haven't done it every night, but I get to it.
how close are those claw mark type things to the where the locking mechanism is on the window?
Well, you see, yeah, where it is almost like directly in front of it. Like,
Oh.
yeah.
So I peer back up in front of the window pane again. I'm just going to give another on the window. And I want to see if I can gauge how tall whoever made the handprint would be.
How tall they are?
Yeah, are they roughly my human height? Or is the handprint lower on the window pane?
The handprint itself is about like say if you were to see like a two-paned window, like with the, thing like that, it's on the lower half.
Okay.
And then the locking mechanism is in the center on the inside.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, and he's currently like
He's
got
right
the
on the
window
other side.
open, like.
I point to the fogged handprint. Have you seen that?
Make
Yeah, my bag.
make a perception check. I just want to see.
That 20!
Nat 20.
Hey, not an 11.
Fucking finally!
The handprint that's on it looks unusually small.
Like comparing his hand.
I draw a connection between the halfling and the print, like... I come inside. Guys, I just had a revelation. Somebody tiny has been robbing these places.
Someone with
Well,
tiny hands.
I don't think they were so tiny. If you can see over here, there's a giant boot print from when they stepped on the floor and they caved in the floor here, so they can't be
Oh,
too
sorry.
small.
Normal size. Tiny hands.
You might have a point there. And whoever's doing this is using the same method as we saw at that blacksmith. There were scratch marks on this window as well, as if they're using a tool or some kind of knife to bust in. It's a mystery.
And I don't have
Think it's
next,
better.
I don't have the next clue.
And just for your information, I am not a halfling. I'm a gnome.
Oh, right, you're even smaller. He is smaller than a halfling. It's true. That's the honest truth. I'll just speak it. Jeez. Y'all get me a pretzel?
They're mighty
I
good.
have 3 in my hand. No.
I give you half of mine.
No, she's still
pretzels
making
aren't
Oh,
it.
never mind.
Okay.
She's still making it.
Pretzels aren't ready yet.
Oh, nice.
I'll
Unless
give
you want to
half
wait.
So I have 3 on the I have 5 on the way. You guys are gonna have to share.
I already said I'd split mine.
And what Granny have to say about the robberies?
It'd be no trouble to make a few more pretzels.
It just makes
Well, we don't have a lot of time, Granny.
Well, pretzels take time.
How about do you want a pretzel?
She makes love.
I think we're in no rush, man. I would love it. And I put a gold coin on the
Where?
account for her.
She takes it, and like one of her teeth, like you see, like.
Oh, no. It's
Perfect.
And she keeps.
Well, do you guys want to pull up a seat or something? There it's gonna be a minute.
What did we say we'd meet back up with the nobles?
They'll find us.
Or at least we'll find. Yeah, they knew we were here. We can wait. We should discuss our findings while we wait for our fine meal.
So, boot print on the inside. This was probably a robbery by Benny.
Tiny handprint on the outside, along with those same scritches.
And then the other one was probably Ron the robbery by Randall.
Basically, he took a dagger or some type of other item and popped the window open and climbed through, took some food and left.
That's
Can
what
you-
it seems to be.
But he
Pop it
didn't
open?
destroy the place and didn't take everything.
I didn't try. I don't want to mess the lady's window pane up.
You just
But-
eat bread and muffins.
Is she well distracted? Like, is she heavy into her work?
Are you guys gonna try and distract her, or are you? Like she's
I'll try not to be too.
she's decently into it, but she's not like she's kind of just like hanging out. With you
She
guys.
can't hear.
She's like rolling.
This is true.
She's
I'm gonna try and
gonna
be as
hear.
sneaky as I can about it. Walk outside, and I'll just give it a go with my knife. Oh my God! Did I lose my knife? No, I
It's on
didn't.
her.
Alright. So make your stealth check first. Alright. Doesn't even notice you're
All right. So in that same spot, I'll try my hand at yeah.
Are you
Get
gonna,
my-
are you gonna lock it and then walk outside? Because
Yeah.
Palvar opened
Oh
it.
yeah, I'll lock it first and then.
So you kind of you like back up and like while she's like, and so this is how you want to roll them.
Interesting.
And
Do you have your nacho cheese?
I have cheese.
That'll do.
And she like brings out like a fucking like wheel.
You need some fire.
Two slices, but
Ready's fireball.
easy. Whoa.
Well, that actually
You're
came out
ready,
inside.
man.
Palabar's just kind of standing over the window watching you, smiling, nodding his head while you're doing
Yeah,
all this.
Palvar's, and yeah, and then you,
Try and slip the knife and just get a little bit of a lift up on the.
do a lockpicking. Is
So,
it at your
sleight of hand or?
Yes, a hand.
Sleight of hand, and are you proficient?
No, I'm no thief.
Okay, so you don't get your proficiency modifier. So just sleight of hand.
Well, I guess. So is that just a dex? How do we do that? Because I've got. No, I got you.
Just the dice.
Gotcha.
What?
Oh fuck! It's in that one. Oh shit! I'm gonna crack your pane. So
Yeah,
I'm-
so you're, as you're going, you're like, okay, I got this. And you see her like, and yeah, so you roll it around, and you bring it in like this, and then you hear, as your knife like goes up and like hits the bottom pane and breaks through it.
You think you just
Everybody else except her hears this, and you like all of you like immediately give that like what was that?
Palabar just kind of steps in front of where the crack is basically blocking the view of the crack and is just smiling and shaking.
Is it a crack or did it push the glass out?
No, it like he was like, and it went up off the window ceiling or the little pane and went like in and broke out the corner. Of the
So I got in, but at the damage to the door. So
Yeah.
clearly somebody more skilled than me
It did not
might have been able to do it.
They didn't unlatch it. No, he missed the lock
Because
and
he
went
thought
into
they
the into the window.
I walk back in, extremely embarrassed, put my knife away.
and then it's
all
ready to go into the oven.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm not
Now I know how to
that. I could see how
And
somebody
that's
could get it
good.
done, but
Okay.
somebody like me wouldn't be able to get that done.
And she like.
Do you have any kind of skill? You got any tiny knives
Starts
that you can
rolling.
maybe test that out with?
I'm not, I don't have any daggers.
Well, I guess the theory's sound. Is that my
Any daggers?
execution was not.
It would have to be
Nah,
somebody.
no more daggers.
pull that knife.
And I'm just gonna slip another gold piece onto her counter and be like, that's a tip, Missy.
2 gold for 5
2
pretzels.
gold. Wow. What's this for?
I'm just new in town and I find myself to be in a generous mood.
Wow. And she takes it again.
Oh,
This
God.
time, like it like looks like it's and she's like,
I promise to trail.
good as new. Anyways,
Imagine when she breathes, it raises the air.
it definitely the more coins she bites, the looser it gets.
Well, I guess we just wait for our pastries.
Stop giving her gold coins.
How many coins away do you think she is from losing a tooth?
We should
Start
find
sniffing
out.
For the next hour.
Start adding copper pieces.
Are you guys down to wait for our pastries for the next hour?
I'm gonna go check the antechamber, the teleportation circle, see if they're there.
That's quite like hundreds of yards away from
So I can see it from the.
you. You can see the island
Powder.
You
of
didn't
where
notice I stole
like
her rubber
the
band. I
little
did this so
tower
long
is,
ago.
but like even like trying to look where the guards are, like you make what maybe like figures.
Okay.
You're not even quite like
So I have to just travel in.
yeah. You have to get closer.
I wonder how the others doing.
So you guys are strolling along the eastern side, and from what you can see now, it does look much different. There's many more ports now, almost as if the not new, but refurbished, non-weathered looking, as non-weathered looking houses begin to appear on the eastern side. Not too much better, but it looks a little better. And you guys are headed out. A few other of the guards, as you guys are headed that way, they're like, oh, where are the fishermen's slums? And they kind of point you in the right direction, and they do let you know it does lead out of town.
How far out of town?
It's not too far. It's maybe
Like on the outskirts?
it's on outskirts. Like it's like the wall itself, and maybe it's like a 10, 15-minute walk, like into the slums.
We can scout it out. Go back to the house. We'll keep going.
All right. Yeah, and especially with that time, you make it there. I'd say about half an hour. You arrive. You'll go actually through two different gates. The first one seems to be not so guarded because you're on the inside of it. But coming towards the next one, you see more heavily enforced troops. You're seeing like people are being questioned, not detained, very, very TSA. And but you only see it for those coming in, not so much out. So you guys, they kind of just like as you guys are passing by, they kind of give you a, and you continue to wander. But that, yeah, again, 10 minutes. We're still in that half an hour mark. Gets you to kind of a shanty village of rickety old houses and rickety looking people. Most of them barely wearing clothes, and we stand out. Yeah, and you're getting a lot of eyes right now too. But you do come upon Baldur Shadow Tavern.
Right, we should ask about.
Let's go.
You have the contract, right?
I don't think so. I'm running back at it. Yeah. Oh well.
You go to the tavern.
Alright. It is very well populated right now. There's all kinds of same kind of looking rickety people. They all kind of, you see most of them are keeping to themselves. They notice you as you pass, and most of them. and then you're greeted.
How can I help you?
Just for some gossip. You go ask a governor.
All right. So there's been some. I'm gonna assume you've heard of the robberies and which has happened around here.
Robberies?
Well, yeah, about the food and the scrap. We were
Most of them just missing, but
okay. We were supposed to ask. Honestly.
Missing person.
Yeah. So we're here on a missing persons case.
Hey! You over there. Knock it off. Anyways.
So we're here on a missing persons case. I don't know if you've heard of Randall and Benny. You heard of these folk? They work down at the at the docks. Randall.
Randall and Benny.
Yeah, it's Randall. He's got some balding. He's got a scar on his lip. Benny's got.
He looks around like a good majority of people have hair loss here.
Or nutrients.
Yeah.
I will tell you something though, boy.
He gets real close. Scoots in. Boy. I'm like,
There's these strange folk come around here. I'm not sure when, but they're making me real angsty. They wear these black robes, and they move with such speed, and they dip by here almost all the time, and I swear, I'm not crazy. Everybody keeps telling me, but when I swear one night, when I was taking out the trash, that's when one of them just zipped right past me. And it was like nothing I'd ever seen before. So, do you believe me?
Potentially. When do they come out around nighttime?
Of course not. That's the only time.
Okay.
If they were out in the day, people would see them all the time.
Fair enough.
Hey! Anyways,
Do they come around like every night?
well, not every night, but I do catch them, especially within them last couple of weeks. They've been zipping around here. One night, yeah, I told you that. I seen them. I was taking out the trash, right? And then, boom! Gone. I didn't even get to asking this thing.
How many have you seen?
How many? Just the one that I know of. But they're wearing those black cloaks.
Okay. Nice talking to you. I scoot over a gold on the table. Nice to meet you, sir.
It was a pleasure.
and he goes back to like, he like keeps an eye on you.
Well, we might have a problem.
And while he was talking to him, I was sort of just like hanging out in the little bar, sort of listening in.
Do a filter check. What do you, all right, I guess, is there anything particular you're looking for?
Well, things that would relate
Whispers.
to the case, sort of like killings or what have you. At the
12? It's a bit loud in here, so you're kind of having to like pick things in and out. You do catch one of them
as he's like pointing to the people, I feel like crazy old bat. Never write about anything. In fact, this bar isn't been open is a mystery to me.
Then I guess we meet up after your dispute.
So, the crazy guy at the bar told me, very crazy guy at the bar, said that there is he's seen cloaked figures.
You talking about me?
No.
You hear this?
No, not at all.
I heard.
We're gonna leave now. Thanks for talking.
Don't forget about the man in the robe.
We step outside. Well, you kind of gave it away.
You hear muffled, get your hand out of that!
Might need to come back.
Yeah, we gotta go back to this.
He's seen when he's taking out the trash, cloaked figures moving very fast. Very, very fast. That's all I got. And he's very anxious. Very anxious.
And perhaps insane.
Perhaps, but
I don't see much. Anyways, the slums is a large area to search. Suppose we should meet up back with them. Anything seen?
Ah, yes.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
you guys in the slums wearing a fucking like
We're all
big
picking
shop.
at grandma's.
I'm specifically blocking the area where I cracked her window. Just leaning up against it.
You gotta tell grandma you broke a window.
I paid her for a window.
No, you said you tipped her.
You're like an asshole.
You hear ding. All right, and like pulls out. And I took the liberty of getting that cheese you wanted so much,
Oh, Steven got your cheese.
and just kind of like drizzles it over the different pretzels. And places the tray on the.
Oh man, do
I
they
think
look
you guys owe me
scrumptious?
one just for this idea. And I'm gonna take my 3 pretzels.
I'm gonna split one of the ones in half. Bon appetit.
And I'm gonna eat them like a fucking hamburger.
What the fuck? Do you drizzle cheese in the middle of?
Oh
like,
yeah, it's like she like has them all on the tray. I grab like my 3, like stack them on
Like,
top of each
yeah, like
other.
dominoes. And
Yeah, and then just like play.
That just
It's a
makes me
pretzel
hungry.
burger.
Yeah,
Smothered
probably
in
going to take, well,
cheese
basically,
on a
it's probably
pretzel
big enough, you have to take both hands, grab it, take and break it in half, put part of it, and just wrap it up, put it in this pack. And he's still got one, for him, it's basically the same size as what they have.
She's just looking at you.
Yeah.
You're a hungry fella, aren't you?
It's so good. It's delicious, Granny.
Oh, man, are they so good?
They're real good. They're baked with love.
And they're fresh out too.
Yeah, fresh out.
Like
Oh, man.
drooling.
Cheese is just not like you guys wait like perfect time to eat these. They get cold quick.
And is it?
Of course.
Hey, I gotta be honest with you. I was conducting an investigation out here, looking into your robberies.
Right, of course.
I did accidentally do a little bit of damage to the property here. The window is
I mean,
now the scratch marks. They ain't me, but
alright.
the crack is.
Your
You
crack
also.
is?
Yeah, the crack.
Who did a crack?
No, I accidentally cracked your window.
You cracked my window?
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you the robber?
No, no, hey,
Thin.
no. We were just investigating the robbery, and I messed up.
Ah,
If I can repay you somehow for that, I'd be happy to.
I mean, you paid me more than enough, darling.
Appreciate it. Are you happy now?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Well, I'm sure we can get somebody on that. I mean, obviously you didn't keep the robbers out, so I might have to buff up security anyways.
Yeah, you should probably lock up extra tight.
I will be.
Do we have anything else we can glean from the nice lady here? Or she tell us all we can possibly know?
And it seems like she doesn't really know anything.
Ain't seen nothing? Well, thank you for your time and the pastries, miss.
Well,
I
of
have
course,
patience
come
to
back
interrogate.
anytime. Should I make
pretzels more often now? I mean, most people
It's going to become very popular.
very popular. Okay. Well, hopefully I can.
That one there, menu item.
Well, the way this monster eats them, I have to be making them all the time.
Yeah. I'll tell you when I'm in town.
Thank you, Ann.
Yeah, I'd appreciate a heads up. Like a week in advance.
Well, we probably gathered all we can from the smith and the baker. How about we head back to the commons and reconvene with our allies?
And I'm like covered in cheese and Granny. You have like
Oh, a cow?
a,
Of
yeah,
course.
a washing
I feel
bit.
like we need to hug her.
Takes it out.
She's officially like grandma now.
She like gives you like, oh,
We
there
got
you go, you got a little something on here.
Screw everyone else.
Just got something on
Granny,
your
for one.
desk.
This for Granny.
There you are, all cleaned up.
Thanks.
You know, if we solve this, I mean, she probably will get robbed less and be able to make more delicious pastries.
Oh, wait, I wouldn't have to use so much dough on all them robbed goods.
We're on the case, miss.
My heart is yours, my heroes.
Let's get out. Before she melts our heart anymore. Alright, so we're going to head back to the commons and wait for Valkyr and Varys.
Alright.
And the same thing as they're going back to, Oliver will kind of hang back a little bit, not right up with the group, kind of paying attention to anything that's going on around them, seeing if anybody's following or
Second check.
trying to pay attention to what we're doing.
Let's see if you notice.
10.
10? Nothing in particular. You guys are out and again you see like you are getting eyes as you all stand out, especially the snake lady.
Yeah.
And also yourself, like you're very small comparatively to most people here. Like you do see some dwarf and actually I think you haven't really seen anything under dwarf size yet.
Well, he's really going to pull his cloak up over his head even more on, trying to be more on, almost not necessarily invisible, but just
More casual,
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
not bringing attention to himself.
nondescript.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright. And then you guys, you're headed back.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys are all headed back. Say it takes. Well, with what the time you guys had, by the time that they're finishing up and coming out, we'll say that you guys have just got back, or you guys are just meeting as they're saying bye to Anne and everything, and
Pretzels in mouth.
yeah, they covered in
Oh,
cheese
no.
and yeah, Boxcar is still chewing.
Well, we'll meet up with the retainers, which I left over here. So.
And yeah, and you can see like a little bit of you guys like hanging out there and them finishing their pretzels. The retainers show up, and you have some rations. I'd say about 3 days worth. But it cost us all of our gold, sir. There's a food ration shortage around.
That's fine.
Well,
Any gossip or anything you've overheard?
Not anything except the food shortage.
Well,
It cost us all the gold. I'm sorry, my
Food shortage?
lord.
There's a food shortage. Could this have something to do with the reason why Annie keeps getting broken into? She doesn't seem to be short on food.
do you think there's some kind of famine going around the town?
I might have mentioned it.
Don't know. Unless they're stealing from other places too, other than Annie's, but people aren't.
Well, they just had residential places as well, so people's homes have been broken into.
What was it you two discovered while you were out inspecting the garrison?
I met a crazy man.
Alright.
He said that shapes and figures have been running past him.
an urban legend of some black cloaked figure that comes out at night and moves with inhuman speed.
Well,
What
that is
have you
peculiar.
guys figured out?
And I pull out a book from my pack, and I open it up, and I flip through a few pages, and it does have a bestiary title on it, and I flip to one page of the Displacer Beast. I'm just reading through it, close it up.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to match.
Doesn't click.
Yeah.
What have you guys figured out?
Well, Broxigar here talked to the nice Lady Annie who owns this shop. Other than making fine pretzels, it seems she is experiencing some of the same robberies we saw at the blacksmith's. Same signs, scratch marks on the window panes, seems like forced entry in the windows, opening the locks. And Palabar found the wood was cracked inside as if somebody had jumped in, weighing a considerable amount, and cracked the floorboards. And her goods have gone missing. So, much the same here, but no sighting, no suspects or leads.
So we're out of...
Well, we do believe it was Benny, though, is the one
We
that...
found the tiny handprint.
Some of us believe it's Benny.
Tiny hand.
There was a tiny
Just now
handprint on the window
picture
pane.
baby hand.
You can't get away from it.
Just smaller than average.
It's looking more and more
Baby
like
hand.
our victims are the suspects.
So our investigation has come to a halt.
It has come to a standstill, it seems.
What
Unless
if
we can stake out...
we stake out both locations that we know of so far? Spend the night nearby.
Well, the smith is the only smith of its type in this area, right?
That, yeah, does
They do my plan.
Ship repairs.
the biggest.
Little muffins.
There are other
10 minutes.
smiths,
When I say yes.
and they are dispersed throughout the city.
But like, I only have 10
But
minutes
this would
worth
be
of stuff
like
time.
the dock, like, and this is the one that you've heard of that's
Make
been
it
hit
room to talk to.
by the recent robberies.
So we stake out Granny Ann's and the smith tonight.
The smith is much more likely to get robbed again, it seems.
I think so as well.
Olivar is also intrigued by these creatures that you say that move swiftly through the night.
The barkeep was a bit of a madman.
A little bit.
Though we weren't able to properly search the slums, so we may yet have a lead there.
We could try just
Well,
spending a night in the
The
slums.
stakeout could be a sure thing, and the slums is a lot of ground cover, and we don't have that much daylight left to...
I mean, you don't have a lot of daylight right now, but
Well, it's
it's
about 2 o'clock.
Yeah, it's about 2 o'clock, so you still got plenty of daylight.
Well,
We could stake out both. We
yeah.
have we have
It,
enough people.
it gets darker with the fog here. Like
Couple people
it gets
sneaking
dark.
through
I'd say
slums,
about
look for
4 or 5
shadows.
o'clock.
And a couple people
Like-
stay behind at the blacksmith.
Like the sun's going down, but you don't
Capture
get that extra bit
robbers
of
and manage to
Giant
keep dust
metal
going.
muffin.
And we don't have any...
Should definitely be part of the
not that I know of.
Well, what you're describing sounds a bit supernatural in nature. Would you two and your retainers be opposed to staking out those slums and see if we can catch a sight of these shadowy figures in the night?
As much as I'd like the retainers to do such things, they refuse.
They kind of just do our errands. They don't like.
How about you
violence.
two being part of the stakeout team for the slums?
That we can do. Don't like spending the night in the slums, but
Where do we stake out in the slums?
Well, probably have to stake out old Kook's place from the sounds of it. He's the one that's been reporting the shadowy figures, unless you heard about anybody else having the issue.
Our mission has nothing to do with those, though. We're looking for the 2 missing persons who happen to be these thieves. I
You'll
think we need to
point there.
prioritize these.
The slums aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, sorry, my monster hunter nature is getting the better of me. I want to investigate these creatures.
Yeah.
But
I also...
But Palabar is wondering if the possibility that people have not saw the others breaking into these places, that it could be because they're moving too quickly to be seen.
might be, might not.
Maybe they
They're
are
just
the shadow
humans,
things.
aren't they?
What brought you to the fishing slums?
Well, that's where most of the city's undesirables hang out.
we talked to a guard, and they said back and forth, but they said that there's a possibility that it could be related. Very tiny, but
So if they were hiding somewhere, the fishing slums would be like them. place.
Potentially.
So we could search for their hideout, or we could search for themselves, staking out this place.
Maybe our best bet would be to stake out Ann's and the blacksmiths overnight.
How likely do you think they are to come back and rob from
The same
one of the
place.
places again?
The last robbery was a week ago.
They also said that there's been multiple robberies, hasn't there?
Does that
In
have...
the same places?
Multiple places.
Multiple places. They could do it again.
We should stick with the two that we know of. And if there hasn't been a robbery within a week, it's almost guaranteed that there might be one soon. So, our best chance might be tonight or some night soon.
And with the food shortage, it seems likely. Perhaps we can both split up, stake out. If we find nothing, then we go search the slums.
Sounds like a good plan.
Agreed.
metal pretzels?
So, who wants to be part of which stakeout team?
I'm defending Ann's no matter what.
Palabar is in agreement with that.
We'll go to the smith.
It's up to you two.
You can stake out that.
Well, each of us is going to have to go to one different one.
Wait, so who's going where?
He and I are going to the Ann's right now.
We're
So
going
then-
to the smith.
I'll stay at Ann's. You go with them to the Smiths.
Oh, okay. I thought they were going to the slums.
No.
We're
Well,
splitting into 3 teams. That's
if
what I
nothing
thought we were
turns
doing.
up tonight, we'll all convene in the morning, and we'll do the slum search the following day.
Okay.
Tonight, we're going to see if we can catch our thieves red-handed.
Well, let's go.
Perfect.
And the retainers, I don't know how much rooms go. Go find yourself a tavern or something to stay in.
Yes,
Ooh.
sir.
They can sleep in stables.
Yeah, I'm sure they could, but I'm sure they
I mean, are you giving them
book
money?
the weekend, and it's a long story.
Would you like us to find something for you, sir?
Well, unfortunately, I have a mission.
Shall we keep your bed ready?
Sure. And I hand them another 5 coins to you.
Alright.
Those
Nice.
royal followers. How long have they been with you?
Ever since I left the
Been
estate,
for a few months.
Oh.
they've been a pain ever since.
Quite.
Oh my God.
Alex and Brennan.
Townley, Alex, and Brandon.
Town is the repairman. If you need anything repaired.
As Palabar looks
I
around
missed
the
Jimmy
building,
Dolan
is
down
there
this
anywhere within
I missed them.
30 feet from the building where he could conceal himself and observe where the window is?
Well, so we're gonna get to the stakeout,
All right.
and we will get back to the stakeout momentarily. All right. Well, as we left off, the party was trying to set up a stakeout. Let's see how that goes. So we're currently outside, and we'll say nothing's happened yet, so it's still about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. What do you wish to do?
Rock cigar? Paddle bar?
I'm not good at doing very stealthy things, so if you guys can find me somewhere to hide, where I can rush out and bring someone.
Standing out in front of the bakery, looking across the street, is there any good place for us to hide and observe the front of the bakery?
Keep in mind, we also could ask Granny herself.
So, I don't know. Make a perception check. We're gonna find out.
It's a 13.
13. Granny Ann's shop is right in front of one of the main districts. So it's basically that, and then the docks. So there's the occasional little marketplace, the daily traders that come in and out of there that you could maybe hide behind some of their shit. But either that, it's pretty open dock.
Ooh. Y'all think it'd be there?
But behind there is there's the different rows of houses and alleyways behind that.
Seeing as how Palabar is only 3 foot 3'5". Is there anywhere around where he could Wilski be within like about 40 feet of being able to see where the main entrance where the guy's been breaking anywhere that he sees that he could kind of hide at?
Yeah, why not? You do a perception check too to see. You can check the other way.
I can give you a boost to the roof. I can throw you where you're there.
20.
20? Yeah, like, so from where you're at, again, there's like the window on that side, and then directly off, there's the one alleyway that leads between a couple buildings, and then that keeps continuing further, and there are more, like, rows of buildings.
Oh, okay.
So there are, like, you know, in between, like, different rows of buildings, there are, you know, people's trash pileups. There's a barrel every day. It depends on where you're hiding, but within there, especially for you, you could probably find something.
Okay, that's what I mean. Alabar is going to attempt to, I think I can find a place that I could hide myself, but seeing as how it's still kind of light out, I don't know how well it would work attempting to hide somewhere when it's still daylight out.
Yeah,
Maybe
we're
if we go act like we're going and looking around stuff and then work our way back here as soon as it starts to get a little bit darker. But I don't know on how well either of you are going to be able to hide anywhere.
I'm going to go inside and ask the granny if I can stake out her house.
Alright. Anybody else going in this process?
I follow him. I think it's a good idea.
Hello again.
Hello, Granny. We've got some more clues, and I was wondering if you wouldn't mind me staying the night in your house to protect it from the robbers and hopefully learn their identity.
Sorry, that was a mouthful. What was that one?
Miss, we'd like to stay the night and see if we can protect your home from any robbers. At least this evening.
Well, of course. Yeah, you definitely can stay down in the center. I'll just be upstairs.
That sounds fair enough. You like that line of thinking?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't mind me. Sometimes I snore a little bit, but that's just me.
Alrighty, well just, if anything goes bump in the night, we do ask that you stay upstairs this evening and leave any investigating work to us.
I can do that. Would
We'll-
y'all like
we'll
some
pay for
treats
any
while you wait?
damages.
I think some treats would be nice when we come back this evening. We have some business we probably take care of around the town and be back tonight to do the work.
Well, you fine folk, you know, do what you do. I'll be baking. I'll stay up extra late tonight, make you boys some extra special treats.
Okay. Can we get some rope and tripwire?
Mm-hmm. Let me, I'm gonna go over to the corner and open up my pack to see if I can oblige him.
Well, if you said we need supplies, but if you have it, also
I can supply the rope. We're gonna have to go make a trip for that tripwire.
anything else?
Mm,
Can I borrow a bag of flour?
Well, I'm running a little low, but
I can buy one if you need me to.
don't bother, honey. You guys have paid more than enough for more. It's just a problem of getting it. It's the problem now.
Okay. And is it like, what kind of bag is it? Because my intention is to mark this guy white and black. Just like,
She's like a 5-pound bag, like
and it's like
a
canvas.
yeah, canvas bag.
So if I threw it hard enough, it probably wouldn't explode.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you tied it off at the top and it
Tighten it.
hit hard enough, you think that it might rip open, but it'd be chancy. Like, it would definitely it'd be like breaking, like, you know, like quarters open, like out of their quarter roll. Like, you'd have to hit it hard enough that it would actually break it open. And you'd have to pack basically get it as tight as you could. And,
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make work on a little flower bomb.
okay.
Use my work hands to just like bring this fucking flower
Calabar
down the
does
bomb.
have capabilities that he can incapacitate an individual without killing them if so needed.
That would probably be needed.
Yeah. I'm good at wrestling people down to the ground too.
You boys need anything else?
No, I think that'll be it for now, Granny. We'll be back tonight.
Well, you come on in any time. I'll leave the door open for you.
So sweet. So, you wanted to go find some tripwire?
Yeah.
Calabar?
Actually, Calabar will stay at Annie's now inside and hang out there until it gets nightfall.
Right. Then Broxigar and Tornak are gonna go and just do some quick shopping at general store. You think we can get some thin wire? Let's, we're gonna try and see if we can hit a general store before we pack it in for the night and do our investigating.
All right. You guys head out. Are you two going? Everybody going?
I think you.
We're at the blacksmith's, right?
Yeah.
Where we're going?
Or well, everybody was still there. No one
Oh.
had like left their.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Still was only like right after, so it was like 2 or 3 o'clock. Like you still had your planning.
Oh, okay.
And Calabar, when you stay there, is just going to go over in the corner and sit and meditate till it gets nightfall.
Like while you were hiding.
Yeah, well, he's going to be inside until it gets inside.
Oh,
Annie's
inside the
until
shop.
until
Okay.
it starts to get dark. Then he's going to go outside.
All right. So yeah, Palabar's waiting. Yeah. I
we'll
guess-
let you guys know that we've got things sorted with Granny, and we're gonna go shopping for supplies for our stakeout, and we'll convene with y'all in the morning.
All right. Should we do?
Well, off to the blacksmith.
All right.
You guys head that way. You guys head to the store, and there's a couple like their retainers hit up. They're just like they're almost kind of mixed in just with the general day traders, fish suppliers, whatever kind of comes in.
So I see, guys are looking for some wire, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. You have to ask it like that?
Chip wire, I would say. But,
And he kind of pulls out.
I got this fishing line here that should do just fine.
That'll work.
That will work.
Well,
You take a spool of that?
that spoon will get you 2 silver. I got plenty of spoons.
You gotta change the bait for a gold piece?
A gold piece, well, I mean, I can get you a couple of spoons.
Give me a couple spools. Alright,
Hands
I can
you,
use them.
what's that? 5 spools.
Nice.
Yep.
5.
How
fishing
much
wire.
How much fishing wire does one spool have?
They are
100 yards.
yeah about 100 yeah.
I'm gonna catch all
500 yards of
I'm
fishing.
going fishing, guys.
Jesus. Oh, God.
Anything else I can help you boys out with?
Well, you seem like a knowledgeable character. Have you seen a man with a lip scar? Or another man with really, really tiny hands, like the smallest hands you've ever seen?
I can't wait till we find this guy.
I mean, I've seen a lot of scars on people, but
He's
nothing.
also bald.
That's a lot of people around here.
And he kind of like moves his hat a little bit to the side.
Ain't doing so hot myself.
Oh.
And I have my big ass
Yeah.
lips long.
Take care of those.
I don't have hair.
Well,
They don't last forever.
Go fit.
with the proper diet.
Do you have a lip scar?
What?
Do you have a lip scar?
What you trying to say? I ain't got a proper diet?
No, I have scales.
Because you're probably right.
Right. But I think that just comes off usually.
No, I think that should do it. Anything else you need to?
Yeah, that's it for me. At least for tonight.
Alright.
Well, thank you for your absolute boatload, Wire.
course, because we got a lot of fishing.
Now what we do
Fishing around here is we
tie the wire across every vector in the room. We just line the place with it, and we'll snag somebody.
Each one of you remembers as they walk in. What's going on?
I guess we'll end our shop in there. Head back to Lady Ann's.
Yeah, just go back.
All right, easy enough. Yeah, another couple, 10 minutes, whatever, passed by. You guys are back. You two left for
And her.
and oh, so you three
Yeah.
left for the Smith. Yeah. You're chilling. You're going back. So yeah, you guys arrived outside. What are you guys doing?
Well, wanting to go inform him that we'll be staking out. I'm gonna scout the perimeter and see
I'll
where they
head
might
over.
approach from.
I will go inside and inform. Well, I'll go inside.
Alright, again, yeah, you open the door, like hot, opening an oven, like,
Are there any like raptors in here?
on the outside?
No,
or
like on
you
the
going
inside.
On the inside? Not so much. It's mostly, it is a one-story, but it's like,
Hasn't added.
it's got storage space in the
Okay.
upstairs, but like, most of that is just, yeah, like, I guess I don't know what you're looking. Are you
Oh,
looking to
my-
hang off of them?
Yeah,
or
my
something?
plan was like we're gonna be staking out all night, but spider climb only lasts for an hour. So I was gonna like climb up there, be like sitting somewhere already, so I could just like cast spider climb and then skitter along the walls.
Yeah, it'd only be like a 10-foot ceiling.
Yes, that might not work. They'll notice me. I'll think something else.
Well, I'm gonna approach the guy that was in charge.
Yes, you again.
So, we've gotten more intel, and
Right.
we're thinking that within the next few nights there might be another.
Oh, shit. He's actively moving stuff
Oh,
while.
okay. So we think that there's going to be another robbery in a few locations, this being one of them, in the next few nights. So we were coming here to ask you if we can stake it out and stay the night around here.
So you, the total stranger, want to stay inside.
I never
where?
said inside. I think she did though. But
Is that what you're wanting?
where we just want to stay around it, and do you want to stay
From the
inside?
outside? I can.
Yeah,
I'll stay inside.
if you'd be willing.
If stuff gets stolen, you've seen our
I know
faces.
exactly who it is.
Make a persuasion check, both of you. You can either, well, she can either do it at advantage, or you can.
I mean, I just
roll
rolled
to-
17.
Are you
You can
guys-
take that.
So you have advantage then. So.
Oh, should I roll again?
I mean, you can get a nat 20.
Wait, so what's my... That's an 18 because I have a +1. That's a nat 20. Look at
Oh!
That's why you do that.
that. 17 and a 20.
He looks at you and looks even a little closer because you're a snake
My
person.
head kind of goes back.
How ironic.
And
Tongue flips out.
looks back over you. If I find one thing missing,
You have my word.
I'll have them leave it open tonight.
Alright.
Well, now we should definitely still lock it up so it looks like we're not staking it out, but like we'll be inside.
Feel free.
I'll be outside, but you can stay inside.
If you need to, use the metals. I think that'll draw them out.
Alright.
We have a
And
convenient
he like reaches in to his pocket and I only have another one of these, so don't lose it. Hands you the key.
Perfect.
Wait, who's he handing it to?
he stuck his arm out. To grab it.
Okay.
Don't trust snakes.
I want that
Whoa.
back.
Racist?
You will. I promise. Alright,
People not trust
so I'll walk outside and I guess you'll
He
stay.
gave you the key.
Oh, he gave him the key, and then Ryan was like, I don't trust snakes. And I was
Yep.
like, bitch.
They're snakes.
So while they're doing that inside, I'm looking from the window of where they might approach, potentially.
Okay, like the window they've
Do
already
I make
gone
a metal
through.
muffin or a
Like
metal
the
pretzel?
window that
My
with
plan
the
is to
scratch
sit
marks.
inside.
Right, and you're looking from the outside in or the inside out?
Okay.
From the outside.
Outside in.
My plan is to
So
like
you're
sit
seeing
it's like a 20
basically
by 20 foot square that I can make it
them talking towards
like,
like the middle of the room,
sit in the middle of it.
and
Villages around.
you're getting like you can see the storage room where they have everything locked up is a little bit past them, and then where everything else was towards that corner. So you can see like where it was and where it is now.
And is this like in the alleyway or is this?
Yeah, you're currently in that alleyway.
And how tall is the building?
15, 20 feet.
Norris, you keep an eye on the windows. I'll be on the roof, and I misty step.
You disappear into whisper
Over
and
to the alleyway.
appear on top of you.
It is still like 3 o'clock though, isn't it?
You can meditate. Just meditate on the roof. So I will. Is there any bushes or anything?
Similar. It's just the you have that. Yeah, because you're the blacksmith. So yeah, you have that alleyway, and it's heading to the east.
How wide is it? How wide is it?
How wide is the path
Yeah.
between? With all the stuff that like there's again people's garbage and whatnot. There's a 5 foot like clear path, but it's like probably 10 foot wide total. There's just like clutter on the sides of the buildings.
Is there anything? What was that?
Make your own little fort
Exactly.
out of garbage.
Is there any? Is there any like crates or barrels or anything?
Just like
Yeah, I mean,
high seaweed and
like
stuff too.
throughout
Like
them,
suit,
yeah.
and
Like,
Okay.
just
like
crouch
you
and
could.
grab it.
I mean, depends on what you want to do.
I kind of want to like.
Are
The
you
op-
wanting
so-
to collect everything?
So if like the window's on this side, I want to be on the opposite side, but I want to like if there's crates and barrels and stuff, I kind of just want to like squeeze between them, or
well,
be
you
able
could,
to.
You could go in the adjacent alleyway. Like there's one path that leads into the further like rows, and then there's the alleyways between them. And so you're in between that. So if you want to try and hide on the other side, yeah,
Would I still have clean sight of the?
it's at an angle, but yeah, you would
Okay.
have sight of that window.
Okay, well I will rest until nighttime, and then I'll make. And then once night hits, then I'll make my way to that spot.
Okay. So is anybody else doing anything, or are we waiting now till?
You need to set up the wires.
Okay. So yeah.
Yep.
To you set up the wires, make a
I got big fingers. Which one?
survival check.
Nice.
You can do it at advantage by helping him.
We'll
Or
that.
do you want to roll individually?
Now, give me a hand here.
Yeah.
I want to see what your idea for the tripwires is. Obviously, one at the door.
So, you want me to roll?
No, I got that one. Survival, that's a 19.
19. That was an advantage.
Ooh,
Oh, wait. Well, did you roll? Or?
No, he's just
Okay.
So 19's the best one.
Okay. So, and you were just looking, where are you setting them up?
This one's going to be as you step inside in the entryway.
Just right, well, there's already the bell.
Yeah.
So we can do the windows. Put side window, and is there a window upstairs in the back?
Are you going upstairs? Upstairs.
Let's try it. Not upstairs.
Let's do the windows.
Well, while you're doing the windows, I'll check out the stairs, see if there's windows or knock on them.
Well,
Right.
she's still down there with
Okay.
you. She's like, oh, you need to go upstairs? What? Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I know. My investigation.
I mean, you don't have to roll investigation, but you go upstairs and there are two.
It is my investigation.
Oh.
I am the detective.
I'm thirsty here now.
I would hope not, because that would be really easy. There's two windows up there. There's one facing the entry, and there's one facing the harbor. So none facing the alley that window's at.
And these have locks as well.
Yes. There's the same build as the one downstairs.
Well, I don't think someone's going to come in through these ones, but we could.
But do have a lot of line.
Thinking the same thing.
Let's cover our bases here. Spend some time lining up those two as well.
Yep. It takes you, I'd say, the better part of like 30 minutes to an hour with that. Like you've done this before. Like this isn't new to you. You've tied lines before.
I've set your
I'm
line.
just giving him a hand.
Yeah, you're just like holding the spools and like he's like, oh yeah, right there, and just wrap it around just like that. Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. There you go. Just like that.
So we have the three main windows covered now with line.
And they're just line, right?
Yep.
They're like
We don't have any necessarily alarms set for them.
Yeah. Just someone has to get past it, coming in.
Someone has to break it.
You could like tie something to the end so if they like trip it, it'll something will fall over. Like a
You could stand in the center of the house and have all these lines connected and hold on to all of them. And then when one of them moves, you're like, oh, right over there.
like a spider sitting in the middle of its web.
Exactly.
It's a good idea. Each finger gets a line.
Exactly.
A spell.
Spell.
I think it might last for 24 hours. I didn't want to cast any
What's a
spells today. I didn't
spell?
have them written down. But DM, can I get a lookup on snare?
Ooh.
I'm not sure if this one lasts for an hour or if it's 24 hour. I use it for hunt.
20,
Man,
it's
you were getting
24
on
hours.
me for not having my
Holds him
spells
5 feet
down
above the
today.
ground.
Crochet.
I just keep 24 hours.
Do we want to set a bread trap?
Yes.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
As long as we pay Anne for potentially wasted bread.
The duration is till undispelled or triggered. But the
So
casting
forever.
time takes 1 minute and 30 feet of rope, or in this case, you can use your.
Alright, so I can. How many spells?
It's the first level. It's not too bad, unless you only have the first level.
Does it say if it is it decast if I cast another snare? Or can I use as many as I have in the spell slots
because
for?
it says the duration
Yeah,
is
it's
only triggered or
Or dispelled.
dispelled. So yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
can cast
don't
as
see
many.
why you couldn't cast it.
Shit.
Just
Alright.
cast all
It
three.
just cost you your spell slot.
Then I'm going to use some line, and I'll use my spell slots for the day to put 3 snares in the house. I'll put 1 on each window upstairs, and I'll put 1 in our line downstairs.
Okay.
So that'll drain me for the day.
No, it's not good.
And I'll imagine that's going to use up an entire spool.
Well, it's only 30 feet.
No, it's only, you got plenty of rope left.
You still have.
I got like 10 more feet of rope. That's the case.
I mean, you're using the spools, right?
Yeah.
The fishing line, right?
That's 100
Yeah,
yards.
I'm using the
Yeah,
line.
you have like
500
500
yards.
yards.
Right, but
3 feet. Per
of my
yard.
5 spools, does that use up like a whole one of them, or?
Oh, for all the snaring and for
Yeah.
all the traps and everything.
You're just doing the windows.
Mm.
I'd like it's not even. But like to give you a measurement, I'll say you've used like a tenth of it.
Nice. So I'll still have myself as 5 spools.
Yeah. Like there's no. I mean,
4 night times.
Alright.
I feel like just making you use one just for the sake of using it. Like, I was like, there's no way you've gone through an entire school
100
just
yards of
using the
school.
windows. You know? Like they're like, all right, like
Just tie. Just
like, yeah,
line
they're all the way
everything.
around the window.
Use all 500 yards to just line
bundle of-
everything.
Yeah. It's like a spider web over the window, so like I can't get me through.
And that'll
Not
get
bad
you.
idea.
Yeah, that's how I got you.
Alright, so I'll set those 3 snares, and I guess we just chill for the day. I warned Palabar about my traps. Hey, so I set 3 traps inside here. Don't go near the windows when you do your stakeout outside, okay?
And
Okay.
I'm gonna arrange like a nice basket of bread and place it at the bottom window.
What are you doing with my bread there?
I'm setting some bait.
Oh.
Hannah.
If he gets in here, I will
Hannah,
tackle him
you might want to
and
do this-
beat him with
do
the
that as well.
of
With
his
metal,
life
a
for
basket
touching
of
your
metal.
food.
Well,
I don't know if you got all that,
never
but I
seen-
threatened someone's life through your
No,
hat
that's what I'll make with my
on your behalf, Granny.
a big
I
gift
did
basket.
catch that, and
Do it.
And I'm just
I
gonna be
really
sitting in the middle of it,
appreciate you.
holding rope.
I mean, your fine folk are doing such hard work. I see you working all
But the
day.
illusion looks real until they touch it.
Alright, and then we're
So
just gonna
illusion
chill in the
over top of
basement?
yourself. You just have
There's
rope.
no basement.
Oh, I thought you said
I
that we
see
could
illusion
chill in the
of metal
cellar.
snake.
No, you're chilling in the main floor of the.
Oh, that's what she's talking about.
Yeah,
Hmm.
she's gonna go
It's like-
upstairs to a
Is-
room.
Is there a
Dark
room
Souls.
that we can at least like be out of view of the main?
It's
Shop
a
area?
it's a
It's
flat,
all-
like it's an open like room with like a couple like maybe you could hide behind like the counter, but like it like
Around the
it's
room.
that little L-shaped room, and then it goes upstairs from there.
Shit.
I'm gonna have to basically label it below the window and like grab the guy's face as he's coming through.
Man, Brockster, you think we should maybe just go upstairs and wait?
Do you want to sleep with Granny? I'll stay down here.
Now you stay behind the counter. I'll go upstairs with Granny.
Okay.
Jeez.
Palabar says he will not even make it into. As soon as I see him attempting to go into the window, he shall be incapacitated.
You staying outside?
Yes.
Nice. Alright, then that'll be our setup.
That's where the
Do
prophecy
you want
foretold.
where are you staying?
Palabar will attempt to hide outside in view of the window, and as soon as this rogue attempts to get in, he will incapacitate him.
Will you give us a sign if you do catch something, Palabar?
Palabar says you will hear him being.
Alright, but you're
Massive
tiny,
grunts
so
of
will I
pain.
heal you?
This creepy guy is just
Oh, you will hear him because he will be in pain.
I get the impression this guy makes a lot of noise. So.
Fair enough. And that's our setup. Outside, main floor, upstairs. Let's stake out.
Alright. Alright. A few hours pass by, and you're waiting. I need Palabar to make your stealth check. We're going back out later at night. Are you guys? Who's inside, outside, and your side?
I'm up on the roof.
Ruth?
outside behind the alleyway.
Are you stealthing?
23.
23?
I'm sitting in the blacksmith's, holding my 50 feet of rope, ready to cast, what's that, major image on myself to make me look like I'm metal. Just a pile of metal, and I'm just gonna sit in the illusion with
Okay.
my rope, ready to pounce. But like,
Classic.
I'm gonna wait until like midnight, because it only lasts for like an hour.
Okay.
No, 10 minutes. Yeah, so I gotta be like,
So you're casting it at midnight?
yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll just keep casting it. I'll just use up all my 3rd level spell slots on this one.
17.
17? Okay.
For 30 minutes.
Yep.
Are you stealthing on the roof?
Yeah.
I have 30 minutes of metal snake.
14.
14. Okay.
I'm just sort of like trying to keep down the
Yeah.
minutes of changing.
You think you're decently stealthed up there. You think like not a direct glance. You know.
Delicious. Take
You're downstairs. You're upstairs.
Would I even be visible behind the counter, like laying flat?
Like
totally behind the, like, you want to crouch behind the counter?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be total.
Okay.
It's big enough that you could crouch behind it. And, like, you can see, like, from that angle, that, like even you peeking up, like, you have that,
That view.
yeah, view? Yeah.
They wouldn't see me.
Make a general stealth check. I want to see what you're doing inside in the house.
11.
11. Okay. I mean, granted, it's 11, but hiding behind that. Yeah. So, like, if there was somebody in there, like, for Caleb's sake, you'd be like, they probably see the top of my head.
Peeking
But,
out
like, right,
right above the counter.
yeah, or something like that.
Bet you look creepy as fuck.
But like through yeah, like a quick glance at the place, right away.
They're gonna be focused on the bread.
And yeah, as you're like looking
Get
at the
back.
bread. And yeah, it sun sets, and you do see now it's dark. It is that fog makes everything even darker. There's almost like a fog that rolls through. Yep. You do see throughout the night there's fewer and fewer lanterns that go out, but there are still a few lanterns that are going back and forth between the town. A few of them pass by you as they look like they're either headed home. Ships are either leaving for the night or docked for the night. And it's now, I'd say, 9 o'clock. A little bit of the night goes by. Still nothing. So
Is Granny on the bed?
Granny, yeah, she about like
Sleep.
Eight.
No.
about
Tuck Granny in.
8 o'clock-ish. Yeah, you see.
I'm closing up for the night. You boys gonna stay down here?
I'll be staying upstairs outside the door, Nanny.
All right. I mean, you don't have to. I'll be all right.
I'm sure you will. I'm just here to make sure of that.
All right. Well, you boys, I mean, you've been so kind to me. Feel free to eat any of the leftovers from today.
You guys have a good job.
I'm already
Yeah.
downstairs,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
stealing from my own gate.
You look creepy.
But I'm headed in for the night.
Shared my
Good
picture
night.
with you.
And
I'll take her up on like 2 of those pastries.
Alright. You go down to Broxigar already eating something off the counter.
Nice. Good thing she already said we could have some.
Oh.
She did?
You heard her as well. Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heard what?
She said something?
Hey, what kind of bread is this? It's just a regular loaf of bread.
Which one? The one you grabbed?
Yeah, whatever one I stole.
Little rye bread. Sourdough. Yeah.
It is sourdough.
Yeah.
Nice.
You got the big old sourdough, like, and it's thick too, like it's
So I'll rip it in half and hand Tomek the other portion.
Nice.
and you saw a little bit like further down that you see that she keeps those cheeses wrapped.
I'll pass on the cheese. I'll take my bread and I'm gonna go upstairs.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe. Alright.
Seems like a lot of work to be on doing on a stakeout. I'm wrapping a wheel of cheese.
You're down here just raiding the fridge while we're supposed to be on a job, you fucking guy.
Yeah. And then over to you guys, you get that about the same time. Well, we're headed out, and a lot of the workers are headed out. But that hot billowing smoke is now just to a very humid temperature. You can somewhat breathe a bit better. It feels just like a sauna now, rather than like a chimney.
Perfect. Well, I will make my way to my nice stakeout spot.
If you feel like, making, something out of yourself, feel free to keep the coals burning.
Potentially. We'll see.
Look at the molds are right there if you need to.
I might take you up on that offer. We will see.
Just don't waste anything.
I'd take
precious.
his offer.
Of course.
Bullets.
That'd be a good idea.
All right, we're headed out.
See ya.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just make my way to my stakeout spot. Right on the corner.
Another few hours pass by. Now, about midnight. Rolling up on midnight.
Nothing out of the ordinary yet.
Yes, not the city. Seems to be all quiet.
Is there a window in the hall outside, or in the area outside Granny's door? One of the windows.
There's no window. It's just like straight up to her room. There's no windows.
Okay.
The two windows are in her room.
Gotcha. I'm not gonna disturb her. Oh wait.
So,
Yeah, and at this point too, you hear.
I think she's dying.
Hope he's not choking on that table.
You can imagine the two like,
Oh no!
Ew.
I get concerned every time I hear.
Yeah, like when you don't hear
PTSD.
it, you're like,
sometimes it's
and then
Thought she died in her sleep.
you're like counting. 2 minutes, holy shit.
Let's make this bitch a CPAP.
So, is it? Because you said it's particularly dark with the fog.
yeah.
Can I see the window? Or how far away is the window that has
You
the
can
scratches on it?
you can still see it. It's not still to the point that it's obscuring you within like 10 feet. But now even like looking out towards the antechamber, like you can't even see that.
Okay.
Like you can see like they have their lights on and torches and everything. You can kind of make those out. You can still obviously see the window. It's but it's a bit foggier, like in the alleyways.
Okay. And has anyone walked past at all so far?
There have been a few people like leaving and like going home. But like once it reached about 8, 9 o'clock, you notice, especially between those hours, like maybe 1 or 2 people. Like you hear some talking behind you, you turn around and they're just like passing through.
Just start patrolling around, just casually walking, looking around within that same vicinity, not going too far. Maybe about 100 feet at most.
They are leading
Make a
me.
perception check.
22.
22. There is. You actually do notice a bit further down the street. Looks like a couple gentlemen have they're walking around. So, and I told him, I said, "Get out! Get out!" Did he fucking do it, bro? Did he fucking get out? No. No, he didn't. But I'll tell you what. He was quick, though. Man. Like I never seen. But, whatever.
How far away are they?
About 30 feet.
I'm gonna walk up to them and approach them. And, good evening, gentlemen.
That's right, it is easy.
Very late. Very, very late.
Can you help me with something?
What do you need?
How much money you got?
Quite a bit. Why? Give him a coin. You have magic tricks?
I sure do.
Worth it.
Where'd it go? His friend's just like,
Well,
please excuse him.
it's fine.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, I guess that coin can buy me something. I heard you guys talking about a really fast fellow.
Oh yeah, he thinks that he saw some guy that was like super quick back over in where was it? Where did we just come from?
Oh man.
Shit.
We were over in the East District, right? And I had to go take a leak. And that's when I saw him right then and there. He was quick as a devil. And he just flew right on past us.
Did you get a glimpse of him? Like, anything?
He was all black. Oh,
Face?
all black.
Or covered? Okay, black image. That was tonight? Oh, he's about to die.
Nope, I'm good. I'm good.
How long ago was this?
But good eyes.
Uh-huh.
What were we saying?
How long ago did you see black guy?
Whoa, black?
The black figure, yes.
Oh, the fast one.
Yes.
10, 20 minutes ago.
Where was he going? Which direction?
He was fast. I couldn't keep up, but he.
He's good to know it's evening. You would think you know what direction he's not headed.
Shit. Fair enough.
You got any more ale?
No.
That's a shame.
Might be able to buy some more. DM though. How long would it take me if I dashed over there?
How long would it take you to like the Eastern District?
If I just booked it dashed.
I mean,
That's fine.
what's your speed? 30.
My speed is 30. Does no, I guess that wouldn't happen. But yeah, if I dashed there using like expeditious retreat.
Even quicker. I mean, like straight run, like 10 minutes or less. Like depending on what part, like, cause it's a whole like the last crest of it. So depending on what part you want.
Okay, I'm gonna ask them real quick. Where exactly were you? We had a bar. I'm gonna assume. Were you at the bar with the crazy guy? He's really insane. Very anxious. Oh wait, I thought he said he was in this. East District. Oh, East District. Oh shit. I didn't pay attention. Same thing.
The East District is right there, and the bar is right in there. And he points like you'd think like from the direction he's pointing, like probably 5 minutes. Like
Okay.
at a dash, like maybe like or less.
Okay.
You're not locked into moving it, so you can just like sprint there. If you like dead sprint, sure, you can be tired. Aren't you wearing armor too?
Yeah.
Is it heavy armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna be winded.
Okay. Well, I will. I will jog back to Valk, or back to the building.
Okay.
And I'll just yell up at Valk, and I'll be like, nothing's happening around here. I'm gonna follow
I'm
a
gonna
lead.
message him once he starts speaking. Keep it down, you idiot.
Hey, Val. Up at the roof.
I'm gonna go follow the lead. I'll be back. Give me 20 minutes, half an hour. Something like that. I'll be back. I'll be good. I'm gonna book it. Not as fast as I can, but at a pretty hard run. Yeah, down to me. Yeah.
All right. Do you have any source of light?
Dark vision.
Well, that's that's like gray material. Like you
Okay.
can make out like
True.
there's like a wall there.
Okay.
Like that's what dark vision is.
I mean,
It doesn't
I
give
do
you
have
perfect
torches
sight.
in my pack, so I'll light one of those.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say because yeah, like once you start leaving or going that, like it does get to the point that you're gonna need something.
So I'll light one of those.
All right.
And go on.
All right. And you all just probably just you two will notice.
Sitting there,
Yeah.
ready for it to
You
be.
guys are waiting. You continue.
It is
Where are you just going to where they were?
to where the tavern or wherever they were at.
Okay.
Or pointed.
Yeah, you're heading that way. Make a perception check. As you're like a couple minutes into your walk.
10.
10?
Yeah.
It's a bit hard to see, even with your torchlight. And it takes you a bit, even at your brisk walk. So yeah, 10. And you do get to, it looks like, almost like a little shack with like bar stools outside of it. And you're meted by a, not too rugged actually, like better looking younger male gentleman, slick back black hair, and he's got
Wearing a black cloak?
no,
Okay.
he's got like white apron,
Okay.
and he a little bit of scruff on his face. Yeah, how's it going? Need a
Pretty
drink?
good. Potentially. I ran into some fellas that were here about 15 minutes ago. They said, well, one of them said they saw a very shady figure.
The two stumbling idiots.
Yeah,
Yep. I cut them off about a little bit ago.
Good idea.
Yeah, they were a bit sloshed.
A little bit.
Yeah.
One of them said he saw a very fast and shaded figure that ran past him. You heard of anything such thing?
Can't say I've seen one.
Have you heard of anything along the sorts?
A fast-moving figure?
Yeah.
No, I mean, nothing more than average. I mean, how fast we talking here?
Unhuman-like fastness.
I would have to say no then. I would have remembered that one.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a
I
bad
know it's a
thing.
little late into the night, but yeah, that seems like something very suspicious.
A little bit. I was on a... Well, have you heard anything about anything more than just people who have been getting robbed in the night?
Not too much more, and I've been keeping my stuff locked up too, so
good.
I heard about all that, and I don't want no part of it. My ale is too good to be lost.
Is
Although, from what it sounds like they've been taking food, not ale.
it? Yeah. Okay. And then I will... Do you know of anyone that might know anything that I could speak to, knows anything more about...
Around this time of night, most of the guards are the only ones up at night, but that's even like few of them. You got Last of Us pubs open.
Is there any around here? Guards?
Guards? I think he like looks around like you see like a few flickering torchlights. Hey, it's probably one of them.
How far away?
Hundreds of feet.
Okay, I will. Well, it's 10 minutes. So I will try looking around for any. So like, there's obviously gonna be footprints and stuff, but anything
Make an investigation.
unnatural. I'd say 16.
16. You're going out. You come around like the backside, the little bar there, and you do right off the bat get a whiff of something. Smells like urine.
That's suspicious.
And then you continue a bit further, and outside, like a little bit towards where was that? The northwest end of the shop, going more towards like where you had gone, but like a little bit further in on the shops. You notice that there are. I mean, there are a lot of footprints, but there's a set that seem to have sunk in further.
Okay. Leading in any direction?
Heading that same direction. I mean, there's a few. It looks like the barkeep right out of there's like a back door to that entrance, and you see like where you determine like, oh, that's probably like him doing his garbage. But then there's a fresher set of bigger, heavier prints.
Okay. Is that heading back towards
Correct.
the? Okay. So I'll just follow those tracks, or those footprints, and
Okay.
just
Are
in
you
that direction.
gonna try and actively follow them, or I guess you're like running, trying to like, are you just like
I'll keep a brisk walk.
you're trying to like?
I'll brisk walk,
Okay.
just to make sure I don't lose them, but I'm making good time.
So, make a survival check.
14.
14. It's a bit rough, and after like a couple of those prints, like it hits a few like harder packs of dirt, and they get lighter, and then like it's a mixture of like hard packed dirt, stone, and like a lot of stuff, like especially right here, and after a bit, like it tends to get really faint, and if not, like really hard to follow.
Okay.
But they do seem to be headed almost like weaving in and out through at least the first little section of houses.
Okay. Well, I'll based off of seeing what the pattern was, I will kind of keep on in the same general direction as what they were going, and follow the pattern, if you would.
I'll make a perception check. 10. It's a bit hard to see up here. Do you even have any light?
Not really.
Okay. So yeah, it's a bit hard to see. No movement, as far as you can tell. You're still traveling. Yeah, I'd say make another survival check.
Woo! Say 22.
22. It picks back up again. You following that same route.
Yeah.
You're about like a couple minutes away. Do you still have your torch lit?
I'll kind of dampen it so I still have like that glow, but I won't. So I'll put it out, so I'll still have the glow on the torch, but I'll kind of keep that low to the ground so I can still see a little bit.
Okay. down. You go over. You wrap your thing, and you're following it. For a little bit, it gets. You open up. You go look down one corner. Nothing. You look down the next. It's been the same thing for a while. Just nothing. Garbage. And then you see a cloak and 2 pair of eyes look back at you, and they almost glisten off the light, and then it dashes into the alley that it's already going in.
I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat on myself
Alright,
and sprint as fast as I possibly can after them.
what is it, 30 feet?
So it's 30 feet is my regular speed, and then Expeditious Retreat just allows me to, well, there, I have it right here. Alright, I can just dash as a bonus action. Is that what it is?
That's what I'm about to keep moving up.
Let me see. Nope. This spell allows you to move at an incredible pace. When you cast this spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell ends, you can take the dash action. So, just more dash, I guess. So dash as action and dash as bonus
do
action.
90 in a turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And okay. Make a dexterity check.
Just straight dex?
Yep.
Whew. Okay, 11.
11. You come around that corner that you saw him at, and he's already at like the next 1.5.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Like he's like, you see just the cape flying behind him.
A little fast. I chase after him.
All right. Make another one.
21.
21. You see like he kind of like garbage like blows up, and it's like
Jesus.
coming down. You kind of like get through, and it doesn't hinder you as much, and you're catching up. You've made some progress. One more check.
Nine.
Oh! You see, it this time like it's just a little bit like you guys are neck and neck, but he's still probably 60 feet in front
Do I know of a general area of where we're at?
of you. You're getting close. You'd say you're probably like a few rows back from where the actual like blacksmith is, but you're still probably like 2 rows of houses, but like the 3rd row back.
So several blocks away.
Yeah, several blocks. Make a perception check. Since you're on
Okay.
like it's
So-
still like you're like
So I can tell that I'm getting close to the blacksmith, right? Like, I can...
you know it's in the like you've been running towards the general area.
Okay. I will yell out Valk's name as loud as I possibly can to try to get his attention.
Make a perception check with advantage.
How do you yell to your lord?
I'm his
Yeah.
mentor.
Yeah.
Valk!
19. You hear in the faintest, and you're not. You kind of know like the general area. You hear "Bah!"
I message her. We might have a situation outside.
I'm just going to
Can I
keep
respond?
sprinting after him.
Yes.
All right.
I don't know what to say.
Wow.
Says that.
I don't know what to
Do
say.
I get up? Say as I'm sitting there with my rope still?
Yeah, we might need help out here. Potentially.
Okay. I turn
Where
into a giant metal man.
where you're at, and with that roll, you see right as like you hear Valk, and then you see just a hooded like between the two, and then later. And they're still 3 blocks down, but headed the other way.
How far exactly is he away from me?
He's still at 60 feet.
Okay.
You're basically gonna remain that until we do another.
Okay.
So they're heading from where I am. They're heading where?
They're headed west. Your guys are here 3 blocks down, heading in that alley.
So they're heading away from me.
Now, yeah, they're heading. I wouldn't say like Ann's is west, but they're like Ann's is more towards the dock, and they're rows back.
Where's is the next? How much is the gap between this roof and the next roof?
10 to 12 feet.
Peen peen. Do it, you won't.
Because how does the jump work again?
Triples your jump distance? You mean
not
long
this
jump is you need 10 feet, and then the jump jump a number of feet up to your strength score.
Well, I can barely make it.
When you make a standing long jump, you can only leap half your distance.
So I'll make a running long jump over to the next roof, try and get better eyesight on them. Try and keep an eye on where they're going if possible.
Can you? Yeah. One is it? Can you make that?
Well, I can jump 11 feet if I do a running.
Okay, so make an acrobatics check. So you like back up on the blacksmith roof and just
15.
15. Yeah. So you on the first one, you make a little bit of some of the tiles kind of get crushed a little bit, but that to you.
Alright.
So now you're 2 distances away, which at this point, make another check.
21.
21. You gain on him. You're like, say about 10, 15 feet behind him now.
Ooh. Okay, I have a plan for my next one.
So from where you are to the corner, that distance?
So like,
A little bit farther, but yeah.
Yeah.
Could I hear Val jumping off the roof?
Make a perception check.
It's 11.
11.
Very loud. Like a running jump.
Yeah. Well, so you would have heard. You
And-
may not have heard him land, but you heard him like. Ch-ch-ch-ch.
And he did say for you to come out, they got a situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, he messaged you. That's right.
Okay.
So yeah.
See, I guess I'll start chasing after. I don't know. I'm worried to leave the shop unlocked because someone ran off with the key.
Oh, crap.
I kind of run a little bit, and then I look back, and I'm like, shit, should I leave? Like, what if... I don't know.
You're stuck in.
What are you doing? He just moved.
You have 5, 4, 3.
Yep, she's
2.
just sitting there like, do I leave?
All right.
He said,
Okay, so you're
the
contemplating
guy
at the
said we'd
moment.
be in trouble if anything got stolen.
So in other words, she's staying for the moment.
I have to babysit the shop.
All right. Val, you go into the next one.
Yeah, I'll just try to keep going.
All right. And then, yeah, you're definitely moving at a slower rate. But you're just doing the 30.
Yeah, so that's a 14.
14. Yeah, so same thing. Run, jump. Just keep doing your basically jump and whatever you can move. Do you have any like?
Well, I could
Because
keep...
they're moving pretty quick.
So how far exactly would they be?
How far exactly? They from you now are probably like direct line, or like I mean, because you can't even see them anymore. They
So
are
how
now
many
between-
houses over?
They're 2 more, or no, they're 1 more now from your jump. So if you make the next one, they would be on the inside of this one.
So in that case, I will Misty step over to the next one.
Okay. And you kind of take a look in, and you can see They're probably about 60 feet in front of you, like running down the alley.
And I see the robed figure.
Like you see, yeah, you have eye contact with him. Yeah. I'm not eye contact, you can see him.
You can dash as well. If you need it.
Well, he jumped and he misty stepped, so he doesn't have an action.
You did what?
Yeah, so I mean, that's my turn, I guess. If I can't move any more of them.
Okay. And then, yeah, we'll go,
Okay, so there's two of them, or just one?
there's just one guy running in front of you.
So, okay, so if we were in a combat situation, this would be the start of my next action, right?
Right.
I misty step in front of him, and I punch him in the face.
Well, so we can roll initiative to see who would
Oh,
go first.
okay. We'll do initiative.
Out of the two of us, yeah.
18.
18? Okay, you're first.
I misty step in front of him.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to clothesline him, or just stop him in his tracks of some sort.
Alright, so you're attacking with an improvised weapon, or
unarmed.
I'm gonna try to grapple him. That's what I'm gonna do.
so yeah, just athletics, whatever you want to do, either athletics or acrobatics.
20, not nat though.
So you come up and you misty step in front of him, and oh wait, no, you're not punching. You're just trying to. You go up to do that. He grabs your hands in midair, slams them together, and you can feel his grip tightening on your arms. And you're like, oh, oh! And you look, and you see the cut lip, and
Randall. It's you.
But he's just looking at you, and he's just closing his hands, and then pushes you back.
Like, sends you tumbling?
No, just kind of like throws his arm like.
All
so
right.
you didn't have a successful
Okay.
grapple.
Okay.
He beat you, 23.
But have they
Son of
both
a bitch.
stopped now?
Well, so that was his turn. What do you use? You used bonus action and action.
You're in his way.
Yeah. It's gonna be his turn.
This is an awkward situation. I'm going to
T-pose.
then start running the same direction, prepared for him to run the same direction as well. Assuming that,
So you're running away from him.
in a sense, I guess.
So he gets an opportunity attack.
Shit. Okay. No, I stand in his way and move in front of him.
Stand your ground.
Yeah.
Wait for no.
Yeah. I'll stand in his way.
He.
Shit.
Yeah. He's gonna try and grapple you.
Oh.
Fight him. You're never prepared for
17.
that.
20.
Fucking bitch.
He grabs you and slams you into the wall, and he just starts squeezing.
What kind of fucking dock worker is this?
And you're like, and you're getting that sense. You're like this is abnormal strength.
Not just speed.
and you can make a perception check.
Yeah, you're in full plate where
Nat 20. You, in all of the like, the shock of you like being thrown up against it and everything, in the slightest while he has you, you hear.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll go to Valk.
So they are 60 feet away from me?
Yeah.
So I'll firebolt.
Firebolt. All right. Roll attack.
24.
4 hits.
So that would be 13 fire damage.
Light him up. I was giving you the clamps.
You, from the side of the building, and it strikes him on the side while he's squeezing, and you see a bit of that cloak get burnt a little bit, but it doesn't stop him from squeezing.
And then I will Misty Step down, and then I'll use my 30-foot movement to move towards him.
Okay. So you're at 30 feet away now. Now we're on you.
I'm going to try to get out of this grapple.
Alright.
14.
9.
Okay.
So you wait, were you strength or
Dex.
dex? Okay, so yeah, after a little bit you're and you
Perfect.
squeeze right and you're and then it turns back over to you.
So I'm going to use my once per day second action and grab him.
You can try.
Try to. Let me hold on. Make a melee spell attack against target. You have advantage on attack rolls if the target is wearing armor made of metal. On a hit, it takes the 1d8 lightning. So,
Well, are you hitting him or grappling him?
it's a melee spell attack.
So you just
Right.
roll as a
Yeah, you just roll an attack roll.
Yeah, but I have advantage if he's wearing metal or has any metal on him.
If he has any metal on him?
If he's wearing metal armor or anything like that, then I have advantage.
What's the spell?
Shocking grasp.
Oh yeah, it's because it's lightning, and
Yeah.
metal attracts lightning. I remember, I think I have that one too.
Yeah.
It mostly just specifies if they're wearing metal armor.
Yeah.
I think it's anything that's big metal that would, if
You've
you
got
were,
the big metal.
yeah.
I shockingly grasp you.
Yeah, because it says he's wearing. So yeah, no, you don't have advantage.
Okay.
It seems to be robes
Okay.
and yeah, black robes.
Guard.
Alrighty. 9.
9. Yeah.
Perfect.
You kind of you go for it, and he moves, and it's decently quick, but yeah, it just catches you off guard, and you're like, that wasn't. That was quick.
All right. That was it.
All right. He is. He looks at you, and looks at Valk, and he's gonna try and run.
What a bitch.
So he's actually gonna run towards you.
Does he get enough opportunities?
You do.
Well. Yeah. On an opportunity attack, do you have to
Actually, no, I can just do. He can use his action to disengage, and then uses movement, and he's going to rush up right to you. Are you? Well, because what's the shove? What do we discern on that?
Just a contested athletics as well.
So yeah, he's just gonna try and blow past you. You're gonna try and stop him.
That would be a strength check, right?
Yep. I mean, yeah.
I'll kind of dodge out of the
Yeah,
way.
you see, he's like. You just get out of his way.
Yeah, I'll step to the side.
All right. He, sails on past you. Now he's about 30 feet past you,
Okay.
and that'll be his turn.
Okay. So he's down a street.
He right now just made his way across. So you guys were in that one alleyway,
Okay.
and then there's the sectioned off part, and then the next part of that. He's in the next part.
Right. But so if I look in the direction he's running, there's not a wall.
No.
Okay. But for how long is there not a wall?
It was the same way they came, so it's back the same exact. So it's a long.
Very long.
Yeah.
gonna lightning bolt down his path.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right.
Those two drunk guys are really like, want to see a magic trick?
Jesus.
So Dex check.
So dex save.
Or
DC
dex.
14.
So, Valk, you cast lightning bolt, and like you see all the garbage immediately, like throughout all the little bits of metal, it like arcs into the different buildings and just like starts scorching bits of them. And you see like all the garbage, but then you see like as he's turning back.
Here you go. Oh,
How many do you need?
use them all.
Okay, we'll use those then. Use those metal too? No, sadly.
Dig damage.
Probably quite. It's a lot of ones and twos.
Yeah.
He failed, so he takes all of it.
So that would be 22 damage.
22 damage.
Horrible.
You see him just like you see it like shake for a second, like, and then like it falls into the trash, and just kind of gets up, or it like slowly starts like getting
I
up from
will
that.
move 30 feet towards him.
Okay. Yeah, you're right at him. You would be within melee combat, but you hit him like. So yeah, you kind of you catch up to him as he's like just kind of like picking himself up out of the burnt, scorched trash.
Alright.
Are you guys gonna non-lethal?
So, I will run up to him and tackle him.
So you still have expeditious retreat.
I think I can just do it on any bonus action I want to. So concentrate. Okay. Yeah, so
Because you would need that in order to not use your action.
concentration up to 10 minutes. So yeah, I
Okay.
assume I'd still have it. I will
Wow.
then sprint up to him and
So yeah,
try to
you
tackle
have,
him.
yeah. So you're 60, and then you have your action.
Okay, so yeah, and it is only like 30 or 40 or something like that away.
No, he's 60.
Oh, he's 60?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, then I'll use my 60 to catch up to him and try to grapple him.
You hear shing, 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 shing right up behind you, Valk, and you do have advantage because he is currently has his back to you.
Good. Say 21.
21 hits.
Well, this is for grappling.
Oh, well then you don't have advantage.
Should I just make one more roll? And
No,
take
just
that one?
whatever it was.
Okay.
You know, I'll roll an advantage too.
Okay.
It wasn't really any better. So, mine was 12.
Okay. Then yeah, mine was 21.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you grapple him from behind.
Perfect. I'm just gonna try to get him onto the ground or whatever.
As you grapple him, you feel something very hard, like solid, behind
Behind him?
like in his back.
Oh. Okay. Fine. Can I?
Well, you're
Never mind.
you
Never
like
mind.
yeah.
Oh, so
Full Nelson?
I feel it in my gut, or
Yeah, you're like, the fuck?
what the?
Like,
help.
That doesn't feel like a back.
Okay. There's something not right about his back, Valk. Get him. Oh, it's his turn. Never mind.
Yep. So he's gonna try and break free.
24.
He tries like, and you like, fucking no. Yeah, that's it for him, Valk.
Well, non-lethally, I suppose. So I get my quarterstaff, and I attempt to hit him over the head non-lethally. And this.
Well,
You have advantage.
yeah, even if
Yeah,
she
you have
grapple.
advantage, yeah. Cocked.
21.
That was cocked for
That was
sure.
like.
I mean,
That was
that
between
totally
an axe and the foam.
DM
There
says
you go.
non-regulated
Flat
surface.
surfaces. Come on, people.
15.
15? Yeah, you hit.
5 bludgeoning damage.
You
Bam!
whack, and you feel like king, and like you see his head like, but you don't think it does as much damage as you think it
That's not the sound a skull's supposed to fucking make.
I still got him here, Valk. Do your worst.
It's my turn.
Perfect.
would. You're up.
All right. So, just keep holding.
Continue to grapple. Yeah. Well, he's gonna break free then, or try to. Holy shit!
10.
You still got him.
Wow.
He's just like. Valk, you're up again. I guess. And at this point, like, are you still like debating whether this is a good
Nah, if
idea?
I hear things, I'm gonna.
Well, there are like multiple houses down.
Would she have heard the
Yo,
the
yeah.
lightning strike?
Make perception check.
I'm dead.
Crack, boom, and the only flash in town.
13.
Well,
You heard like, cause there were like trash bins and stuff like front, like you heard like some commotion. You don't
Okay.
know what it was.
yeah, I'll start running that way. It'll probably take me forever to get there, but yeah.
You're, make a survival check.
I want to believe
I doubt it.
that the hands it makes the sound like
Oops,
thunder, but not as loud.
Do at advantage because you heard the noise.
11.
11.
7-11.
Yeah. You're like going. You go down like the first one, and you're like, I don't see
Is there
anything, but
anything?
it's kind of like it's really
Kinda
dark
foggy.
down there. And like the second one, you're like, they couldn't have gone much further, and you start heading down that one.
Okay. I'll just wander till I, I don't know, get a better idea of where I'm.
So just your 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Seeing the quarterstaff didn't do much, I pull out my dagger and attempt to stab him in the gut.
all right.
Very lethally.
Very lethally.
Yeah, 25.
What kind of dagger is it? Just a regular
Just a
dagger.
dagger.
All right. You thrust your blade in.
Nice.
5 damage.
5 damage. You again, it thrusts in there, and you almost kind of like you hear like a scraping, but not bone scraping, like metal on metal. But not all the way through because like you still get meat. Yeah, like your dagger still like goes in and you see blood.
Can I hear this scraping?
You would have heard it, yeah.
Probably would have felt it.
Yeah. You might have even.
Shove my fingers into them.
That's my
All right.
So I'm gonna take him. I'm just gonna push him down to the ground. Like I'm gonna I have him. I'm just gonna fall with him
Okay.
and try to
You're gonna try to pin him?
yeah, essentially.
Knock him prone.
Yeah.
Yes. Kick his knees out. You always go for the back of the knees.
Kick him right in
Make contested strength check.
the strength.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. That's my good one.
Just do a grapple, another grapple.
Okay. 14.
This one, you kind of like you try to like kick out his legs or whatever to bring him down, and you kick it, and his leg like barely moves, and you're like it's like kicking a tree trunk.
This isn't working. Well, that's all I've got.
He's gonna try and get free.
Is this just a big misunderstanding?
Not
Randall
bad.
and Benny have
Okay.
just been hitting the gym.
This time you feel like he's like and like you feel like
Oh.
it's like starting to pull,
and you're still holding on though.
I'm strong, but I'm not that strong, Val.
Yeah.
You gotta hurry this up.
Alright,
Are you just moving your 30 feet?
Yep, I'm
Okay.
just gonna keep moving my 30.
Make a perception check.
You can also definitely show your back.
That's a 4.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, she also. What do you want to run?
What is dashing?
Like,
Using
Use
your
your
I've
action.
never dashed before.
like it's just basically double your movement.
Oh yeah, I'll do
But
that.
like you're gonna have, basically your checks are gonna be at a higher DC because you're running.
Okay.
So, but yeah. So with that one, still you're not hearing anything. It came this, or the sound was from this way.
From
Okay,
the opposite
well I'll just
direction.
run in the general direction, hope I hear something.
All right.
Alright, I'm going to take one full step backwards. Brace. Lightning bolt.
Oh God. Okay.
I hide behind him.
Both of you just fail, so I think
Oh,
they
perfect.
both just take damage. Are you trying to get out of the way?
Yeah, I'll try to get out of the way.
Well, then you're gonna release your grapple.
I don't care.
So
How much was it? What was the DC?
14.
Oh no! I made it I got 14.
nice. As
You had to roll higher this time.
you release as he's like lightning bolt and like and you're like, God, this is gonna hurt, and like let go, and you, as soon as you start to release that, like and you, it's like you almost feel it. He starts to move like even quicker, and he goes towards the wall as well.
Oh god.
Well, that was 23.
Okay.
Damage.
So yeah, have
13.
12.
No, wait. Yeah, 12.
You didn't want to just brace for that one?
Eat it.
You, he gets over. You both kind of get out of that way. It did still like take damage, and you see like he's like,
What do I roll?
Right. Like, okay.
like you just see like the back like of his hood like kind of doing like with his head.
Yeah.
What do I roll for the concentration spell? What would I?
Well, so you
I've
took
never done this
12,
before.
so your DC is just 10 because it's not over 20. So
Oh.
you got to roll your Constitution saving throw, and you got to beat 10.
Easy, 23.
Right.
Okay. So me and him just split up on either sides.
Yep.
Okay.
Like the streak of lightning like went almost like you guys took part of it, but it went straight down the middle. He rolled a nat 20 on his save. Yeah.
Did he's against the wall right now, yeah? Or close to one?
as much as you are.
Okay.
Like you both just kind of like as a lightning bolt like.
I'm gonna turn around and try to tackle him into the wall.
All right, roll another one.
What the fuck is tonight?
18.
So as he gets closer, he actually just kind of he sees that and he's like, you don't even you see the face turn, but it's an emotionless face. Like it's angry, but it's emotionless, and it just as you like, and you like slam up against the wall trying to get him.
Okay. It's all fine.
Right, he's gonna take off.
What a little bitch.
But you see, like, as he's running, it's like, and both you make perception checks. Just want to see if you notice anything.
That one.
20. Not that.
20. Well, no. You were like looking at all the damage you just did with all the lightning on all the buildings, and like lanterns are starting to light up.
Shit.
So we're wondering what's going on. Make a perception check.
2.
2.
Christ.
You hear this loud,
Like what?
but you're like,
Is there lightning
It's
somewhere?
echoing. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, it's storming out.
Yeah, wow, this
Great.
fog means storm.
Cool. The coast is weird.
Uh, and but you will notice that one, he's got like a weird like gimp now, and it's like almost like his head is like bobbing as he's running, and it's like, and you hear that it's like
That doesn't sound right. I don't think that sounds right. It's my turn.
it's not humans. Actually, no, here's.
Me?
Well, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm running.
Roll 20!
I just assumed I'm running and I don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna continue dashing 60 feet in a direction towards noise.
So you get to the next one with all of your movement, and you see like the bare end of like Valk standing in the.
I'm like, oh hey, people.
Yeah.
Okay. So like that's all my movement?
Yep.
Alright.
Like you're in the row before them.
I know where to go now, so we're good. I'll be there eventually.
So I will move 30 feet towards him,
Okay.
and then I will firebolt.
All right.
20.
20 hits.
So that would be 12 damage.
How would you like to do that?
Well, I see him running off, and I kind of just aim for the leg to try and slow him down. So firebolt. That's not much else.
Fire. Yeah, I was just like firebolt non-lethal. Like firebolt's lethal.
Just blast the limb off, you know.
So you
I shoot his leg off.
Bless his entire leg off.
and he like, yeah, you see in his leg just, and then you hear, and just like a lump on the ground hits hard.
I'm gonna run up and inspect him. Figure out what the hell's wrong with his back.
As you get closer, the cloak begins to move, like from the back, and then you.
Where's it going?
Well, it's moving underneath the cloak.
Oh.
You see like parts of it like move up and down.
Gonna grab the cloak and kind of.
You lift up the cloak, and on his back is what appears to be some mixed concoction of different metals slammed together and making this what appears to be some sort of spider-like
I want one.
figure on his back, and you look a little bit closer and like the flat part of it seems to be almost infused with his spine, and
That's
like
curious,
and like the
A little
legs
bit.
you can see they dug into the rib cage, and there was a small piece of that came out of the top portion that's entered into their spinal cord,
Is he
Whoa.
dead?
and you see like parts of the legs from the rib cage, like those are the things that were moving the cloak, and they're trying to like they're just moving back and forth, and it's like
Should we bring this to the gnome? He might. I don't know how
I
much.
don't think they're all proficient in that.
Well,
Maybe
That's a bit racist.
well, you never know. I've never met a gnome that's not proficient with mechanics. We take it to the repair guy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's good.
take it back to the
Does it
blacksmith
have to
and
be
be like,
anything
can you
that looks
break
like
these
an
legs
off
off?
switch?
Here's a metal.
make an investigation check.
It's connected to a guy, but
You should still be able to scrap it.
we need the guy
That's a
though.
4.
It's part of our bounty.
4. You kind of like go into it, and like one of the legs like snaps up, and you're like, whoa, shit. Like, I don't know. We can hit it.
I want to kill it more.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I'm
Since
gonna
they're out of
grab.
combat, can I like?
Yeah, you can
Nice.
walk up. And
I'm
down.
there. Cool.
I'm gonna grab his leg.
But you're Whew.
Hey guys.
Nice
What
of
the
you
fuck,
to show
guys?
up.
You got. You left with the...
Yeah, and at this point, like, people are starting to, like, what's going on?
I'm still
Like,
holding my rope. Do you guys want to tie him up?
He's dead.
Oh.
We'll tie him up and drag him. Like.
Wait, is he dead though?
Yes.
Or is just the robotic shit not? Did
You
you
check
check
him out?
check pulse?
Are you checking?
I'll check his
Make a
pulse.
medicine check.
Make sure he's dead.
Seven? It feels... You don't feel a pulse.
Snake people pulses are apparently in different places than human pulses.
You're touching his
Like,
forehead.
Why are you
Yeah, I'm
checking
like, I
between his
can't.
legs?
I'm like, I don't feel a pulse. Think he's dead.
I'm gonna pick his leg up and try to drag him, if at all. Like,
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess how far are you trying to drag him?
I'm just seeing if I can move him. Like, how hard is it to move him?
It's heavy. He's
Okay.
heavy.
All three of us can grab and pick him.
Oh man.
Both of you can take him back to the blacksmith. I'm gonna go message the rest of
Good idea.
Tie him up to one of the anvils at the blacksmith so that the robotic parts don't start moving again.
Okay, let's pick him up and take him.
You grab a leg, I grab a leg. We just drag him.
I was thinking we'll make a better time if
No,
you
it's
just grab
great.
his head. You can grab the legs, I'll grab the head.
Tie the leg and the body together and pull them together.
Are the legs like Spider-Man's new suit sticking out of his back type thing?
No.
Can I just...
They're small. Yeah, no, not Spider-Man.
Okay.
It's
I was like,
tight
can I
to
like...
his body.
Fucking,
Can I like wind my...
they were big enough to go into his ribs from there. Like, the thing looks about like yay big on his back.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Gross.
Ew.
I hand the rope to you. I don't know how to tie things. You do it.
Okay. I start wrapping around and tie his legs together in slip knot. Yes.
Yeah. Easy enough. Like, his leg is tied to his
Perfect.
other leg.
I start throw the rope over my shoulder and start dragging him.
Try to not attract too much attention.
Well,
Yeah,
too
you-
late. Because the one that just...
You go into off alleys with no...
I think they are in one. But
And at this point, yeah, there's somebody that comes up. What's going on?
we had an electrical malfunction. It's fine.
The building! Like,
This robot
like,
got destroyed.
who's going to take care of this? Look at this.
Call you home insurance.
Not my fucking problem.
Not my problem.
Does he look like just a normal commoner?
Yeah, he looks like, you actually saw, like, he came out of his house and around, like, the corner to the back alley where you guys are.
Valk, you can pay him. You're the one who did the damage.
So it was you!
As I'm dragging body.
What a good mentor.
did
Teaching him
this?
humility and responsibility.
Well, sort of just...
You better have some good reasoning. And he keeps, like, looking back at it. Like, there's garbage everywhere. Like, the cans are
The
just
scorch mark on his cobblestone.
like, like, if anything, I think there's probably, like, a decent size, either, like, scorch mark from where each lightning bolt landed, and, like, further damage within the home. Well,
I hand him... I give him 10 gold pieces. It's like, look,
well, thank you.
just... If anyone else asks, there was a rogue wizard. He's been taken care of.
And that's not you.
Not me. It was that one in the black robes. We took care of him. You can spread the word.
Make a persuasion check.
Deception check.
Well, he's not lying.
25.
Well, no, he is telling him, he knows it's him. He is saying to spread the word, so,
Okay.
yeah.
25.
25? 5 more gold.
So be it.
Well, you are now broke, my son.
Ching. Kind of like walks back in, he's like counting them.
Nice.
Looks
He's like, I
around.
totally just ripped that guy
Yeah.
off. You should have given him 5. Come on, Vayden. Then he would have only asked for 5 again.
I don't even fucking care. I didn't even come back in this alleyway.
Yeah, no, you did. Yeah, you saw him like come around from there. But yeah, so he walks back around, and you guys start pulling him back. He eventually takes you a bit to muster because he is heavy, but with combined strength, you guys do drag his. It's like dragging just like literally a hunk of like heavy metal, just like through some. It gets a bit like wet in the mud sometimes, and you're like, oh, like it's super heavy. But you eventually make it through. Back to the blacksmith.
Perfect. Throw him inside.
And I split up from them and went to the bakery.
I'm gonna keep my distance and have my
So
sword
you
drawn.
stole it.
Nope.
I don't know how long
Make a
I've
perception
done.
check.
17.
Looks like everything's in place.
Good catch, guys.
Yeah. So you guys now have this hunk of a man in the blacksmith's shop.
Husk of a man attached to
Husk of a man.
Well,
The
let's wait to
Hulk
do
of
anything
attraction.
until Valka gets back with the rest of the people. Because I don't know what to do with him besides kill him.
Remove the
Are
spider.
you? So you're headed towards them.
Yeah, I split up and went to the bakery and went directly.
About. Are you running or walking?
Trying walking,
Walking.
not
Yeah.
attacking intention.
Alright. About 10 minutes or so, and you get to Anne's. And Halabar, you're the first one to notice. Valkyr comes walking up.
Is he heading right up to the
Yep. Trying to.
Oh, he's still
Yeah,
hiding.
you're still
yeah,
stealth.
he's still stealth out, and he's not gonna.
Yeah. Are you
just hang
are
out,
you
still where he's
looking
at.
for anybody or just
I'm
walking
just
up to
gonna
the door?
walk up and knock on the front door.
Okay. So he knocks and you hear the knock, and then Roxagar, you're like going from treats to like
You don't want to go through the window?
the
Yeah,
door.
like-
You're looking at the window. Yeah.
Oh.
So I'll like slip the wire off the hook for now, and then unlock the door. If I see that it's Valkyrie.
You would see him through the pane. Yeah. And then yeah, you would hear the knock too.
Well, it seems the story of
Coming
a
downstairs.
super quick black figure is
For
not
you.
actually ever been made.
Get away from that right now.
Okay.
And that figure also seems to be a missing person.
Alright. Come inside.
What's going on down here? I heard a bang. Also, I can't stand the old bats snoring.
So I'll make a whistle towards Palabar to. Hey.
Hey, you see
He's
like
gonna move very still on.
Yeah, like we'll close the door and wait for you to come inside.
yeah, you don't see anything initially.
Well, I'll just whistle for it.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's gonna basically still try and move up as stealthily as possible up to the door.
How
Make a
tall is
perception
it now?
This big?
3'5".
Oh,
Probably.
okay, cool.
I think like 2
So,
of
like-
those. A little bit taller. Like
25.
Okay.
You're pretty certain that you are so stealth that no one saw you, especially in this fog too.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much you guys are whistling, just all of a sudden, Palabar's right there
Oh,
in the door.
Yeah, like almost after you closed it, like there's like the Palabar's like,
When did you slip in? Sneaking little bastard?
So you're like 3'7", I'm like 6'6".
yeah.
Jesus!
Palabar needs to know what is going on. I was in a perfect position.
Well, I found our missing person.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Which one?
Randall.
Yeah, Randall.
Randall.
normal ants.
He also seems to be our potentially.
What?
The thief, potentially.
Potential. What'd you
As
catch him
well
doing?
as our urban bit.
It's a lot in one.
Are they
He seems to be
spider
the
men?
Black Rogue's figure.
No kidding.
It's also a bit of a complication.
I had my bets on a demon.
It's best if you see it yourself.
Alrighty. You think we could leave this place guarded for the night?
Well, with the commotion that I caused, not sure
Probably.
with that, I think the thieving might be done.
Well, my snares are set up. Worst case scenario is we snag somebody, or at least they get tripped and we know somebody came.
You have both snares set up upstairs, right?
Yeah.
So,
The only-
so Granny's guarded.
Oh, it's true.
Does
hopefully
Annie
she
know
doesn't
where-
trip one.
Oh my god.
Granny runs into one of them.
She like gets up for a drink of water.
Well, you only have them on the windows sealed. Like,
Yeah.
The windows, yeah. There's none in front of the doors.
So as long as she doesn't lean out and trip it, she's good. She won't be hanging upside down outside the window. Alright, let's snag a pretzel and head out.
she loves that great morning air as she. Yes.
Her teeth will fall out if she hangs upside down too long.
Her teeth will fall out if she does any.
You will step out.
Yeah, and I'm gonna leave my snares.
She can give us a key, did
No, she just left it all over.
she? Do you know where the key is? Oh,
Make an investigation check.
I assume it's somewhere behind the counter or in the oven.
2? 2? You keep finding baked goods.
Yeah, I'm like,
But yeah, no key.
I tell you what, why don't I stay and just watch the outside of the shop? You go investigate this thing with them, and I'll meet up with you all at the blacksmith's in the morning.
what time is it?
1 o'clock.
No need to be inside anymore, staking it out. We already have one suspect. I'll just make sure nobody comes for the rest of the night.
All right. Gotta protect Granny. And the baked goods.
Well, I think we have a new
Also,
place of operation.
I will head out with them. And Calabar, you staying here as well? Are you gonna
You know,
come?
Palabar is slightly intrigued by what he said.
Y'all go on.
And
I
shall
got
go
the watch.
with him to
Alright. You all start.
examine this.
Everybody except Tornak starts heading towards the blacksmith into the eerie, foggy night. And that's where we're going to end tonight.